Can they make this work somehow? Or blue team might have managed to grab victory from the jaws of defeat. Sin goes down. There is a banner from Misha, but it's going to be, yeah, he has to stab first and then go into it. He should find it, but is it going to have, it's exactly even with one node a pop. Okay. Let's see. The AT is beginning. The teams have signed up. Oh, spicy game first round, actually, maybe. It's going to be Scythe 1v9. Scythe, actually a new French player, has quickly ascended to be Frenchworm's leader versus Bell. That's going to be exciting. Might be a Necro v Necro match. That could be fun. Benny, that will be a good team as well. Scrims when? Scrims when? I wonder if that's the GVG guys. Oh, well, I guess it could be PvE. It could be PvPs as well, actually. Snowfall so goated, I want to abuse. Also in the AT. Let's see what's going on. Let's see who is playing. Slew Gooey as well in the mix. Drink to win. That also could be a team. It's difficult because everyone like makes a new team every single AT, but we'll see what's going on. There is no 55. There is no rank 55 this time, guys. Bear that in mind. So that does make the AT a bit more wide open because obviously 55, they're always going to be favored if they end up playing. So this is definitely a more unpredictable AT as a result of that. I'm very interested to see who Bell's playing with, actually, especially because Necro is good right now. Bell is obviously a very formidable player on the Necromancer. So Necro meta could make this team really, really strong. And it'll be interesting to see what people end up playing. What's it going to be? How many amalgams are we going to be playing? Will Druid support show up? Condi Bladesworn? Who knows? We don't know, guys. What's it going to be? Looks like the maps have not... There's actually not that many teams, are there? How many teams are there? It's a 5-round AT, I think. It is 5 rounds, yeah. Like 20 teams or so? Like 23 teams? 24 teams? Something of that nature, perhaps. Support Bladesworn? Well, we'll see. I was watching a couple of PvP streams. I was watching people experiment with support Bladesworn. Maybe I was looking at the wrong... It didn't look that good to me. But... Maybe they were just still learning. Okay, all right, let's see what this scrim team is. See who's playing on this. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it is Rusk. The Rusk team. And yeah, Angs. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. This is actually a strong roster. Double amalgam, guys. Nice. Temple of the Silent Storm. And let's see. Oh, hold on. Wait, no, this is a brutal team. This is a very, very brutal team, actually. We have Scythe 1v9. Not a Worms team, actually. Wait, who is Lan? They're playing with Scythe, and they're playing Rev. But that, I mean, I don't know who this, well, look, it could be someone, but I don't really know, I guess. Dervlin is going to be playing the Paragon here. Basically the same build, I think. You do actually have a slightly, it's interesting to see how the sword works. I feel like the sword is kind of nice. You get a bit of sustain on the warrior, support warrior, so even more sustain. With landing your Bloodthirster. You still have the Immob too on Rend, which is super nice, right? So you still have all of the mobility stuff. You still have the Immobilize that you had on Flurry. Now you have it on Rend instead. Draw on Amalgam. This guy has never lost Motor. Bear that in mind. One of the most powerful players in the entire game. And Crocodile Emoji on the Gale Shot. Yeah, Oki is, of course, like a bit of a multi-classer, right? But does play some of these Ranger builds. Crocodile Emoji... I think has been playing, was Untamed, I think, previously. Was very powerful in the Untamed. Now on the Gale Shot. Of course, yeah, it's Bell on the Necromancer. I love this build. This build is so cool. Check this out. So you play Spite, Blood Magic, Reaper, and you take a bunch of boon application. You have Dread, Blight is boon, Blood Bank, right? Signets of Suffering, Malicious Swarm, right? You give yourself a bunch of boons all the time, right? Like you have Blood is Power. Look at the damage! Pantheon's about to go down. Look at that. That is going to be a kill. And yeah, you just have mega boon removal. Massive boon removal there with Signet of the Locust, Plague Signet. You have Lifesteal and a lot of sustain. Look how much healing Bell is getting here. Like, you apply Blood as power, and then boom, it just gives you a giant heal because of Blighter's Boon, loads of life force, and of course, a bunch of healing as well, which is also super good. So this build is really tanky, actually. It's really, really durable. And still does a lot of damage, right? It's with Demolisher Amulet, with Rune of the Traveler, and Relic of the Astral. This is actually a really cool choice because this is the one that when you activate Signets, you get Resistance, which obviously Resistance is a big enemy of Reaper. If you're chilled, if you're blinded, right? Like if you're slowed or whatever, right? And you can't do damage or you have weakness, but the Resistance from spamming all the Signets, it means you can obviously kind of ignore that and just keep doing DPS, right? The entire time. Very fun. Actually, like very, very fun indeed. And yeah, actually, I didn't even read the team on blue team here, actually. We do have a little bit of rank 55 here, as we have Delirium Claims You. Ooh! Getting the kill onto Pantheon there. Of course, Misha, also in the mixer on the blue team too, on the support warrior. Caspi in the mix. So yeah, this is like kind of 55. Caspi at this point is basically honorary rank 55, I would say, at this stage. Hypnos, of course, on the Necromancer as well. Big Necromancer enjoy. Double Reaper. Honestly, I feel like Double Reaper is not the way. I do love to see that, and obviously Hypnos and Bell are both big Necro fans, big Necro blasters, but that's slow, right? Like, that is... I especially on this map, right? Like, I just don't really see how they're going to be able to make this work. Even though they do have a decent bit of mobility, I think they play sword, like sword main hand on the other set, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of the time, yeah, you have the sword main hand there. Like, you're just way too slow on this map. It's just not going to cut it against a much more mobile composition that's, you know, kind of features this Gale shot, for example. They do have the Thief, though, of course. And yeah, Sind is trying to make Thief work. Of course, Deadeye got really big reworks here. It's going to be sword, dagger, and then dagger pistol, not utilizing that new funky pistol whip replacement, as you can see there. Still going with Silent Scope, and of course Silent Scope isn't reworked, so you can get stealth attacks even while you're not in stealth. It doesn't give you the stealth anymore, so you don't have that giga stealth capacity as much as you used to. You can get it a little bit easier by using your stolen skills, so there is that, but obviously still doing a lot of DPS here on the Deadeye. And well, it's Sin, he's obviously going to make it work, right? Simple as that. It does indeed feature an Amalgam, and the Amalgam is going to be a big problem, honestly, for the blue team. Do they have anything that can actually interact with this Amalgam in a safe way? I really do not believe they can. Like, I think the Reapers and the Conduit can, you know, maybe hold their own into it for a while, but I think ultimately Dra is going to be a really major issue on the red team here for blue, because they just don't really have anything that they can... Dry is like, he's almost like an unstoppable object. He's just gonna like run around, and there's not that much blue team can do about it, I feel like. Oh yeah, Misha gets picked up here as well. Sin comes in, he'll be able to delay the buff here, but it's definitely gonna be problematic. Bell getting shoved away from the middle. Yeah, the Gale shot. Definitely tricky for the Reaper to deal with, right? Reaper is just a little bit too slow. It's too the Ranger is too evasive, and yeah, you can see how that one's gonna end, unfortunately. For this Necromancer getting stomped out there. And yeah, pretty decisive game, to be honest, here in favor of red. I think they do just have like a much better comp, especially for this map. Very strong players on the blue team, and I have to keep an eye on this team as it progresses, and maybe they can get some kind of re-rolls there and play a slightly different approach. Different map will favor them a little bit more as well, or at least won't be as difficult for them to play this composition on. But yeah, they're a little bit doomed. Let's go ahead and leap into another game. I'm curious to see like where the other teams are. Let's see what Team Snowfall is, actually. Let's see what we've got here. So we have... Wait, who is... Wait, Upside Down Fallen Angel. Okay, I don't know. I have no idea who that is, actually. We got Yui in here. Upside Down Fallen Angel playing a Reaper here. Zintrex as well here on the... Oh, he's actually playing a DPS Paragon, actually. Not a support. I was thinking like Zintrex on support, but no, that is in fact going to be a DPS Paragon here. And then Maya, look, you know it's a dark time, guys, when Maya's not playing Spectre. You honestly hate to see this. Like, I'm sorry, guys, you hate to see it. Like, Maya, basically the ultimate Spectre in Guild Wars 2, reduced to not playing Spectre, because yeah, it's definitely a little bit difficult to make that work, that's for sure. But Virtuoso, also a pretty interesting setup here as well. Something you don't see super often, but it can really pack a punch, actually, if you're able to kind of channel it effectively. But yeah, pretty tough game here. This is Team Snowfall here, obviously on the red team. It's going to be Cradle on support, actually, not playing his usual Guardian. And Yeah, I mean, I can see that actually, because at the end of the day, Guardian definitely has kind of fallen off a little bit in terms of what, you know, how the viability of it. I'm not the bigger fan of Luminary. I've seen some people try to play Luminary. Not a big fan. Like, it just hasn't looked good for me for a long time, actually. It just feels a bit too slow, a bit too vulnerable. Same for Willbender, really. Willbender obviously has great damage output and great mobility, but I don't know, it just doesn't live. Like, it's too easy to shut down, like, versus a competent team, right? I think it's a little bit too much for that. And, well, here we have, on the red team, it's going to be Alex on the Evoker, actually. Is it the Toad? It is the Toad, actually, from Alex here, as you can see. Can I build this? We haven't seen play that much. People tend to prefer the Amalgam, and to be frank, I think this probably would be, potentially, more Amalgams on the red team. It's just that they have two players who really like Elementalists, right? Specifically, Notamelon and Alex, both are big Ellie fans. They can obviously play other things too, and they have done, but they love Elementalists, and they're really, really good on their Elementalist, right? So that's why I think we see these Toad Evokers coming through, but I think ultimately they are essentially serving the same purpose in this match compared to the Amalgam at the end of the day. Denshi is going to be the damage dealer. And look, they have a very simple strat here, guys. They have a very, very simple strat here. They're going to rotate a Mirage around the map. They're going to have a side noder on every single node. And then the Warrior is basically going to make sure that nobody dies. That's essentially the game plan here for the red team. And to be honest, it's going to work well. Like, we've seen this strat done before when Amalgam was really, really strong. And looks like that might be attempted here for Team Snowfall in this matchup once again. Yeah, and it works. Because obviously the Elementalists and the Amalgam are going to be very difficult to deal with. They're going to be very hard to kill. And again, combined with the rotation of the Support Warrior and the Mirage, they have kill potential on the map, right? The Mirage is more than capable of killing basically anything here on the blue team, and also being mobile enough to kind of get some good rotational momentum on the map. And the Warrior too. Like, the Warrior is basically the polar opposite of the Mirage, right? It's going to stabilize these Elementalists. It's going to stabilize the Amalgam, make sure it doesn't end up going down at some point. Of course, they do end up bleeding a kill here, but at the end of the day, they're so far ahead. I think there's essentially no chance for the blue team to actually be capable of winning here.
Tranquility has appeared.
But yeah, very strong comp. I can see their idea, and well, they've clearly, you know, they've very much thought about this approach, and I think it's going to be very effective. I'm going to be very interested to see, like, when this team runs into the French. Well, it's not even really a French team, is it? Like, I don't even know what it is. It's Scythe on it. Scythe 1v9. I have no idea who Scythe is, guys. Like, you know, it could be anyone. It really could, you know. Like, you know, every single day we have new French talent. You know, the French, unlike their World Cup performance, okay, they are truly legendary at producing top talent in the Guild Wars 2 PvP scene. But anyway, red team gonna kind of clean this game up. Not much that blue can do at this stage. Let's see, what's this team here? Okay. I mean, they won. Good job, guys. Are there any other teams? Did I miss a big team, guys? Is Goku not playing? Maybe on, let's see what this Benny team is. Because this will be, I think, a very strong team as well. Oh, nice team, actually. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, Benny, we have Gornet, Fly, and Void as well. See, this is like the World versus World squad. A different idea, though, actually. Going with, is it a double hybrid rev? It is, yeah. It's a double hybrid rev, actually, from Fly and Benny. That's a cool idea. I quite like this build, actually. It's a lot more dynamic and exciting, I think, than the traditional Condi Conduit. It goes with the Tyrant Amulet, so you have the power, precision, toughness, and Condi damage too. And you slap Shiro on it, so you're super sticky. You can chase stuff down. You got a nice bit of power damage too, because Spear works well as a hybrid weapon. So does Mace, actually, by the way. People underestimate the power damage that Mace can do, but it actually does quite a bit. So yeah, really exciting comp actually here from this red team here. Void, of course, on the support Paragon as well. We have Gingado here as well on the Amalgam. Unsurprising to see that, guys. I hate to be that guy in Hate Watch, but Zintrax is getting exposed here. He can only abuse ranked Joku. Well, I mean, look, that's pretty brutal stuff. Like, his career is over, I guess, after that. Like, I mean, Zintrax is, I guess, a bit of a ranked demon. Wait, where's he on the leaderboard right now? He's rank 1. Zintrax actually rank 1 legend. 116 wins, 34 losses, rank 1 legend at this current moment. Oh, Stern's playing it. That's crazy. I haven't seen Stern play for a while. Boyce rank 2. Yeah. Very good. People keep telling me Gale Shot is broken, but he has 0 Gale Shots. I say Gale Shot needs buffed. Well, it's because it's just one of the... I think there aren't that many Ranger players. There aren't that many Ranger players right now. I think Gale Shot is very good, but there aren't many people who play it. Obviously, Caspi can play it, but he's going to be playing Conduit, I think. This game, I think he was playing, right? Oki can play it and is playing it in this tournament. Obviously, Boyce isn't playing, so... Yeah, there's no Gale Shot coming through there. So let's see. Are there any teams that I actually missed there? Is there a Zealith team? I'd be pretty surprised if Zealith wasn't playing. Because this is a pretty important monthly, right? The Crown. I'm amazed that there's no Worms team. Maybe people aren't available. It obviously happens. But no Goku? No, no Azaz? Azaz might be on a different account, to be fair. I'm not actually, I don't know what account he's playing on. Ha 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 ha. Incredible. What is Zealot's account name nowadays? It's Vern. Oh, I'm sorry. No. To be clear, Demolish. Vern and Awesomeness are completely... Vern and Zealoth are not the same person. I wouldn't know anything about that. What's the Slugui team? Oh, is Zealoth playing on NA? That's interesting, actually. Wait, what is he playing with an NA team? Or is it like a migration thing? Is it like an EU team playing on NA, or is it just an NA team? Okay, this is a good team as well, actually. Slugui, Nwissa, Bill, obviously, Lily and Doward. Okay. You are outdated? Wait, I mean, what's his account then? Wait, I saw him streaming on Vern, though. Wait, when did he change from Vern? Wait, oh, it's Promise Kept? Wait, why, what, is there any context behind that? Why is his account name Promise Kept? All the PvPers are so funny.
The match starts soon.
Incredible. Okay, wait, maybe this, is this Scythe game any good? I think it might be quite favorable towards the Scythe team. Yeah, I think it's very... Oh, this is going to be a really interesting match, isn't it, guys? When we see this team versus Snowfall. I'm pretty sure these are the two best teams, right? I think.
The match starts soon.
So what even is this team? This is like definitely not a Spree with Dra, Oki, Dervlin, and Lan. Wait, who is Lan, guys?
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
You're, wait, on NA? Wait, is someone impersonating Constantine? That's crazy. Who would do that? Who would do something like that? Show the DH build? Yeah. Well, oh, that's an interesting choice. Condi DH. Interesting approach here from the blue team.
Red team wins a capture point.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a very straightforward game for Red. You can see Blue are trying to get any points here, right? They're trying to just defend this node and try to get a cap, but they have been denied. Let's see if there's any exciting games going on. Let's see. I think this game actually might be decent Snowfall game will be very one-sided, I think. Look, this is going to be very, very interesting, guys. Like, this is a scary team, I think. Like, I have to say, this comp looks scary, guys, from Snowfall. I think they're here to win. Snowfall's so goated, I want to abuse. And they want to abuse Toad Evoker, and they want to abuse Amalgam. This is pretty scary. I'm going to be honest, guys. This is pretty scary. Also, wait, who is Lisa, my queen? Is this Popo? Or what? I'm assuming it is, because yeah, that's Snowfall, right? Dude, I need a spread. Wait, can someone make this? Can someone make a spreadsheet with? Well, you know, we got to get this going in, guys. 1, how many times each player has been permabanned, and 2, like a history of all their account names. Because look, it's a little hard to keep track sometimes. Infinite spreadsheet. I mean, it would be a big spreadsheet. I'm just saying. Look, it would be pretty interesting, though. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is obviously a very straightforward game for Snowfall. And very strong, actually. Very, very strong indeed. Benny team also doing extremely well. Yeah, this is actually a very good team as well. I would definitely want to underestimate this team. A bit of a different approach, but very strong. Going up playing a bit of a different Reaper build as well, actually. Still basically the same core idea. Couple less signets. Kind of a bit more focus on the heal skill synergy. Getting a lot of malicious swarm procs. And also, yeah, the Relic of the Twin Generals for the AoE weakness on the heal skill. Let's see, are there any competitive matches in this round? There honestly might not be. I think a lot of these games are quite straightforward. I kind of want to take a look. I actually like this team. This team is really cool. The Rusk team over here. Miwa, Mifi. Let's see how this game is going to go for them. So what's the approach here? We have the double Amalgam. Now, if I know these guys, yeah, notice this, guys. This team, you might think, they're playing double kind of bunker Amalgam, but they like to play a more aggressive variant as well, right? They like to play this build. Yeah, with the solid state as well at the same time. Although it's actually not what they usually play. They usually play like a grenade Amalgam, right? But they've maybe evolved. They've evolved into this mace shield build. So very bruisery, very brawlery, right? Rune of the Fighter, very good RP there. And Relic of the Midnight King for loads of Fury uptime on all of like the random CCs. But this build's going to pop out there as well at the same time. And we have, of course, Dysphoria here on the kind of hybrid Rev thing. Ang's on Support Warrior too. Yeah, they're actually going up against a good team. They're actually going up against a very strong roster here. From Slugu and the Nawissa on the Reaper there. Bill on Amalgam. Lily Panda Uwu on the Gale Shot. And then Dowd on the... is this on Toad? No, it's actually not Toad. This is actually the set to DPS build. Very fun build. Actually, you can see the Amalgam having some difficulty here, actually getting blasted here. This might just be a pretty easy kill for this Evoker, I think. Can the Evoker kind of clean this out? Ooh, no. Reinforcements from the blue team actually come in right at the appropriate moment there. And all of a sudden, the Evoker is the one who's in a little bit of trouble. They've got themselves done. They were able to kill Rusk on the other side of the map. But actually, that Conduit also in trouble as well. Angs is in the mix. Banner actually tried to get precast there, but has to be cancelled because the downside did not happen. Yeah, not going to be able to get that revive there. And red team pick up another kill. Blue need to play very safe here. I don't think they really want to fight too much without that Condi Rev. They're going to have to chill out a little bit. They certainly want to hold on to this node. Should be able to do so here with the Warrior and the Amalgam without too much of an issue. And then that's that. Yeah, chewed up by a bunny monster, indeed, yes. And here we go. Ang's trying to maybe put some pressure on, go for an immobilize, perhaps. Well, look at that new Bloodthirster icon. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Ooh, Mirage from Blue in trouble. Does have one jaunt left, but very low cooldowns. Gets a dodge, 100 HP, but the Gale Shot finds that kill, that extra long range, proving to be difficult for that Mirage to escape there. And yeah, red really starting to take control of this game. I really want to see blue take a bit of a step back. It feels like they're kind of grasping it. Oh, that would be really nice. Can we somehow delay that stomp? No, we cannot, because It's a Revenant, not an Elemental something, and the stability, I think, there from Bill was enough to get that kill. So nearly a bit of a victory there for Blue, but it's not quite enough. And Rusk is down again. Oh, yeah, okay. I think this is a classic mistake, guys. I think they've kind of maybe got a little bit ahead of themselves. They're trying to get back into the game, but they're maybe not being patient enough. They need to chill, and the red team is punishing them for trying to play on the map, outnumbered for a couple of minutes now. They've got to get a restain. They need to reset this. Have 5 players on, go for a repush and try to get back into the game. I don't like this engage now. I don't like this. They don't have all of their players here. I actually like the Mirage trying to split it up a little bit, drawing that Necromancer away. I think is really good. I'd actually love to see them just go for the next node as well. That's exactly what they're doing. This is actually really nice here from Blue. And they do manage to get away with it. They do manage to get away with it, actually. They hold on. But they've got to win this 2v2. They really want to win this. They should be pretty okay, actually. Like, having the support is pretty nice. I can honestly imagine the red team thinking about just leaving it as well. I think they're going to have a really hard time to actually break through this. But the problem is the blue team's having a bit of difficulty here. But, ooh, they find the kill on that Reaper. The Gale shot is difficult for them to contest, but they actually get a kill. Shake Rose has got to... Oh, no! I think blue team got a little complacent there. They underestimated the godlike power of one of the best DPS in the game, also having a res as well. Gale shot, so disgusting, actually. The fact that you can be this mobile, do this much damage, and you still have your elite skill free, and you can actually play a revive skill on a DPS this good, is a testament to how strong this build really is right now. Like, I don't know many builds that can be that greedy and get away with this. Oh, and that Mesmer having a tough time here as well. Gale shot looking for the kill onto Shea Chronos. Might be able to get away. Has the heal scope. The leap from the sword ambush is pretty good. The mirror has been activated. But the Gale shot, absolutely showing no mercy. He's just going for the track here, and I'm not entirely sure if this Mesmer's going to be able to get away super effectively. No blink for another 10 seconds. Has got a couple of evasion abilities, which is nice. Could we somehow turn this into a kill? Let's get a good bit of sustain here, and perhaps the Gale shot can take some damage. Oh, Signet of Stone, super juicy, though. Preventing a lot of that damage from coming through. This is actually more of a Condi build, though, or kind of like a hybrid build, as a lot of Mesmer Condi builds are, so not a Power Mirage. And here we go. Blue has stabilized, but now we do need to see them actually pick up a kill. They're still in this game. They've got 5 minutes left. But they do need to get... Ooh, that's the kind of thing that can't happen. I think they've got to be tracking this Gale shot. I think the Gale shot on red team is doing a really good job in just making some very strong, decisive rotations. And there's perhaps not enough of a response from the blue team here. What I think I'd like to see is the Warrior actually kind of tracking here, because there is a support here, and blue team do win this team fight, which is actually pretty nice, but they do need to... I feel like they need some kind of response to that Gale shot rotating. That is disgusting as well. I love that. Really good choice to go for the War Banner into the res, turning 2 deaths into just 1 for the red team. That will help them kind of stem the bleeding of this lost team fight a little bit more than they otherwise would have done. Very nice use of that Vengeance skill, and again, you have to be aware that can happen. You have to be ready to go for that cleave and get that kill to prevent that sort of thing from happening. Same with the Spirit of Nature, of course, on the Gale shot. And that is now really problematic for blue. Warrior is already back. It's only 1 kill secured versus 2 as well. Maybe we could see a kill onto Bill here as well, as Destroyer is unloading some Condis. Is that a kill? I think it should be. Yes, it is. The heal skill is going to get denied. So blue team has got a bit of momentum, but in order for them to win this game, they certainly want to neutralize this. They need to not greed, though. Bear in mind, this is going to be a 4v4 pushing into it. They're actually outnumbered right now, as some of their players haven't arrived yet. If they can push a kill now, they're bleeding out Bill. They need to realize that Bill is self-resing, by the way. I think I'd like to see this Amalgam deny this. Are they aware? Do they know? They should know. They're in range at this point. We need to see a click. If this self-res comes through, this is actually really bad. Does anyone notice? I think we do, but I think it's too late. Can we get like a mace shot? No! Oh, that is catastrophic, because that is going to allow the decap from the Gale shot, because of course the Amalgam's going to have to contest. Elementalist does die over here. Ooh, and that might be another kill. A brutal CC lands on the Necromancer. So blue team are going to be able to find themselves a neutralization here on the windmill. But yeah, this Gale shot slipping by with the bear mask on. Super annoying there. They could have had a triple cap right now, more or less. And they need this decap. They really need to force this. Can they make it happen? Oh, it's tough. Elementalist now pushing back in as well. Amalgam looking to get into this and contribute some big CCs. They're looking for that Ellie, and they're going to find it. That's a lot of damage. Evade now gets used and the heal skill, but they must get this decap here as well. The Necromancer's coming back in. They may have to go for a tugs, but they have to be aware of that Necromancer damage. Target focus is coming through big time onto Angs. By the looks of that, is the barrier going to be enough? If blue team can win this fight, they actually might find themselves in a good position, but they have to win this team fight. A massive CC chilled to the bone lands on the Warrior. The Warrior's going to go down, and that is going to be the game out. That Reaper, man. That Reaper chilled to the bone lands a brutal 4-second stun into the explosive power of the Reaper is a little bit too much for the blue team. Their snowball is designed, and they are over. Yeah. Oh, actually, really close game. I realized that red team is going to have a sizable points advantage here, but I actually think this is a very close match. Like, blue team, I think that self-res. Seriously, guys, I know that sounds crazy, but that self-res was so brutal. That was such a brutal self-res. If that hadn't happened, I really do believe they could have actually snowballed this fight very aggressively and taken control of that node. But because their Amalgam, the Mesmer, right, had to go back and ended up wasting a bunch of time, they just didn't have that Mesmer in the team fight. Or the Amalgam, right? Like either or. So they basically had -1 player, basically for free in this matchup. They could have done this. So close. So close, actually. But yeah, they're basically doomed. Yeah, in fact, they are dead. They don't have enough time to win. Timer loses them the game at this stage because you can only get 90 points a minute. And they need a triple cap for 2 minutes in order to win this game. So it's no longer possible for blue team to win. Even if red AFKs and loses their node, they still win. Very hard fought game, though. Who's the favorite team in the whole tournament? I would say, yeah, exactly what SXLXD 9v1 said. Yeah, it's going to be, I think the finals are very likely to be Snowfall versus Scythe. Yeah. Kind of a bit of an amalgam team with Scythe being kind of like a couple of Frenchies, Draw, I think, in the mix there as well. But yeah, that's going to be a GG there. A very intense match, actually, to be fair. Very intense match between these two teams. Won those? Nah, it's a Swiss-style tournament, Constantine. So basically, you play 5 rounds, and you get, like, a rank based on that. So, you know, if you go 5-0, obviously really good. If you go 0-5, obviously really bad. And then, yeah, the top... It depends on how many teams play in the tournament, but it'll be the top 8. The top 8 teams are going to go through, and then you play a single elimination bracket after the Swiss style system. So we actually get a preview of the final here, guys. Potentially the final. I think 2 favorite teams. I think it's fairly safe to say it's going to be Snowfall So Goated I Wanna Abuse versus Scythe, also known as Scythe 1v9, also known as Tack, also known as Esprit. Here on the team there. We love to see that. Very good. Tack is back. Yeah, Tack is back, guys. You can't keep him down. Let's see what it's going to be. Scythe is Esprit? Does people not know this? Is that like new knowledge to people? All right. Forest. Nice map. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Random grunts and moans are attacking. Also can't find anything about it. Oh, what's it called? Disable player chatter is what you want, I think. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Now, what is blue team going to do about this? So, the big problem is that red team's comp is very, very juicy. But, of course, they are going to face a very strong opponent, too. So, there's a bit of a different approach. Both are very oriented around really strong 1v1ers. Right, you've got the Ritualist and the Amalgam here on the blue team. And honestly, the Rev is no slouch. It can actually do pretty well in these 1v1s too. And then you have a Roamer, right? And the choice of Roamer for the blue team is going to be the Gale Shot. You can see it. Oki from Crocodile Emoji. And it's going to be Denshi, Shaman, the Shaman, on the red team on the Mirage. Both builds are different, obviously, but kind of serve the same purpose in this matchup. I kind of like the Gale Shot a bit more. I'm going to be honest. I think it's just so difficult to actually lock this thing down. I feel like a Mirage a bit easier to do. Mirage, very vulnerable, right? Like one mistake and you're dead. Whereas I think the Gale Shot, very hard to lock down, very hard to punish this. And I do love the utility that it brings to the table with the Nature's Renewal as well. And yeah, so I kind of like it a little bit more, I think, over that. But I have to say, this looks hard to play into. Really hard to play into from Snowfall here. Like, I wouldn't want to be blue team, let me tell you that, guys. Because we have got these Toads. We have double Toad. Now, actually, ooh, this could be a good start here for the blue team. They actually intercept the push from the Conqueror, from Notamelon. Really nice elite there, though, from the Conqueror. And the peel from the rest of the team is juicy into the portal from Denshi as well. We'd love to see that. A very nice counter, a counter to that counter coming through there. But we did actually see a successful push from Dra, intercepting that. And the Henge captured by blue by denying that Notamelon push. Now, they yield mid, but that's fine as long as they then match this 1v1 here and then start to make some moves elsewhere on the map. And that's exactly what we see here with the Gale Shot from Crocodile Emoji going in. Realizes that that ain't happening with Cranel in the mix. And simply the support warrior going to move in to kind of keep Dra alive. And this is going to be a really fun thing. You're going to see Pantheon and Kranouche like running around, okay? They're going to be chasing each other around a lot this game and kind of chasing the roamers too, right? They want to be trying to deny the enemy Mesmer, the enemy Gale Shot as much value as possible, because wherever this warrior is, it's going to be hard to actually generate a kill. And of course, the way you generate that kill is by rotating your roamer around. So there's going to be this really interesting dance between these supports and these roamers throughout this game. And yeah, you can see Denshi very much the target here. The Gale Shot wants to go for that hunt. Because here's the thing, guys. If either team can get rid of the enemy roamer, there's basically no kill pressure on the map. A lot of these 1v1s, they're going to be very stable, right? Very, very slow, right? There might be neutralization, right, over time, right? Like, you know, you might get to a neutral state on the node, but at the end of the day, there's not a lot of kill potential, right? Like, you need the roamer to get kills here. Although, having said that, Ritualist actually doing super well. Ritualist does, honestly, do surprisingly well into the Toad. However, that elite is so juicy. That damage might be a kill onto Scythe. Scythe might be about to go down. Here he is. Yeah. I think he pushes luck there a little bit, guys. I think you actually can win this 1v1 as the Ritualist. You absolutely can, but you've got to be aware of that elite. That elite is just going to punish you. It is an elite skill for a reason. If you get caught by that, this Toad is going to utterly end you. And that's what happens there.
Did you see that?
To Plague Scythe goes down. Gonna have to get back into the mix though. We'll have to resume this 1v1, but of course on opposing node, which is not where you want to be. And Dra also got killed there too. So some big wins on the sides there for Snowfall. However, that is going to be a brutal smash from the Crocodile Emoji onto that Amalgam. I think there's no banner available, or maybe just didn't feel like he could get it. Yeah, he had it, but didn't feel confident to get it in time. Completely fair, that tactical decision there from Cranel. Nice beast pick up there as well from Denshi, too. They're getting this 25 points in the pocket. They could be relevant. This is going to be a tight game, so finding the opportunity to nuke down some of those beasts and having a good opportunity, like when you're not really doing much on the map, is going to be a big deal. Straight into the decap as well. Super nice there. Picking up those points and then controlling the map more. Snowfall finding themselves in a very strong position in this game here. Now, Dra, of course, going to pick that up. And, yeah, blue team just being annoying, making sure that red team can't contest that. Oh, no! Scythe! Down again. And, yeah, I really like this decision from Notamelon, by the way. Win the 1v1, get the beast, recontest. Perfect play here from the Elementalist. Very, very, very nice, actually. And he should be able to kill this before the Necromancer comes back. Look, guys, if you're a PvP player, this is how you play the beast. Or we might actually just barely get punished, but I actually don't mind this because he's in a matchup that he is confident winning. So yeah, gives the decap, but honestly, getting the 25 points in the pocket, I don't hate it, actually. Because again, like, we're looking to win here, especially with this Mesmer coming in now as well for that +1. Crocodile Emoji now moved into the mix. Dra gets res on the other side of the map. Their Plague side looking for a kill. If they, oh, hold on. They might be able to get this this Mesmer. That would be massive. Oh, the counter plus. And that is a kill. If we now eliminate the Conqueror, this could be huge. Can we eliminate the Conqueror? Plague Scythe, 1v9. Nah, not with the Warrior, I think. But getting that Mesmer is nice. That makes it difficult to get kills for Snowfall for a little bit. Now the Mesmer is back. We'll be pushing into this position over here as well. Ooh, Dra's going to have to be careful. He should know this is coming because he's aware of that kill. Yeah, already starts kiting. So this is good. If Dra can live this, it's happy days. This is completely fine. Would like to get the contest, but honestly, it's not necessary. Yeah, Mesmer already leaving, so Dra's going to resume this 1v1. And Pantheon, kind of in this 2v2. Good 2v2, though, for blue team, honestly. Like, having that Condi rev here is going to be pretty juicy. Very slow, though. Like, these builds are tanky. Yeah, there's not a lot of kill potential. I think we're going to have to see that Revenant actually go for the 1v1. Ooh, Dra in trouble. Crocodile Emoji, does he have the Spirit? He actually might have it. He's going for it. I believe this could be a revive. Wait, oh, did he cancel it or just not go for it? Oh, I'm surprised he didn't go for that. I think he was worried about the mantra, perhaps, the interrupt. But not gonna get that res. And yeah, Snowfall looking good. Crocodile Emoji looking for a kill. But yeah, I mean, look, I think blue team do need to figure out how to deal with these side noders. I really think they do. Because do you know who's been causing a problem this whole game, guys? It's been the Conqueror, right? Like the Conqueror has kind of been carrying. They have not had a good answer. They've had to continuously try to send more attention to deal with the Conqueror. And that's led to them losing presence on the map elsewhere and not being able to kind of get the value out of the Roma that they want. Yeah, like this Ritualist is having difficulty into these Toads. We might need to actually go for a different approach. Because they are not... If this game went a bit more team fight, I think blue team would have a really big advantage. But the thing is, red team's never going to allow that. They're playing triple side node. They're never going to allow a team fight style to emerge in this game, because obviously that would be bad for them, right? They're just going to keep doing this. They have a very clear plan. I'd look, red team's plan looks good. It looks very, very strong, guys. It really, really does. Well, it's actually an attempted precast there on the res too. Ooh, the Conqueror goes down, but yeah, really nice banner comes through there from Cranel to get that revive. Oh, banner does come through actually from the blue team too. Pantheon runs in and gets that. That's good to get that Necro back up. And if Dra winning this 1v1 over here, kind of shoving Amalgam away off the node, maybe looking to actually push for a kill. Ooh, this could be a big moment. I'd love to see this. Can we see Crocodile Emoji actually get this kill? Yeah, not going to bother, actually, as we do see the Warrior coming. Oh, actually turns around and goes for the kill onto Alex. Either of these would be really, really nice for blue, because they have got some work to do. But on the other side of the map, we see Denchi actually shove the rev away. And look, I'm going to give you guys a little spoiler. In a game like this, it's actually very hard to get enough points. Like, red team can just be annoying. They can run around, they can decap. This is a slow-paced game. In terms of point gain, at least. Like, there's a lot of action going on, lots of little skirmishes, but it's hard to actually get points. Very hard.
Blue team takes a capture
and
point.
red can slow this down and almost just play for the timer. They already have a very comfortable advantage here. So blue are under big pressure. They need to get more than this. This isn't good enough. I wouldn't feel comfortable with this double cap. I really wouldn't if I was blue. They want to get more. They'd love to see a decap there. They want to see some kills. So they've got to get rid of this Mesmer. They need to have some potential. Nice portal there from Denchi, actually. Crocodile Emoji looking to try to go for a kill here. Scythe on the hunt. Mesmer here on middle. Crocodile Emoji looking for the kill. Ooh, Denchi's got to be careful there, actually. Here's the Crocodile Emoji. Crocodile Emoji disregards the Mesmer, goes straight for the Ellie. The Conqueror could be under threat here. Here we go. Is the Conqueror going to lose this? Ooh, Elite has already been used, I believe, actually. So no Elite from the Conqueror. This could be dangerous. It is dangerous. Or banner, though, from Cranel. I don't think it's available. It's available in 5 seconds. They've got to get this cleave. This could be disgusting here. He pops the quickness. He's going to go for it. He can't get it. The cleave is good from the Crocodile Emoji. Scythe, though, in trouble. Get Shroud. Pantheon trying to sustain them. Doesn't she have the port? Can port up to terrain. Ooh, escapes to the, away to the Crocodile emoji. Crocodile emoji now pushing in. Ooh, and actually, Denshi not comfortable here either. Oki activating full power level. And Dra holding that 1v1 very nicely.
Red team wins.
Yeah, we saw some very good interactions over the last couple of minutes. Now blue team's getting a bit of momentum. If Denshi dies here, if the Crocodile emoji can find a kill, this is an excellent state here for blue. But obviously red are going to try to prevent that from happening, unsurprisingly. And that Necromancer, I think, is being threatened once again. Yeah, no support warrior here too, so this Necro has to be really careful. Same as the Rev. No port either. This is scary. Plague Scythe is in big trouble here, I think. Elite skill in a couple of seconds. Hold on, though. Could they somehow turn this onto Denshi? If this Spear 4 lands, that would be nuclear. It's not going to land, though. Oh, can't get it. Could we somehow see a snipe from the Crocodile emoji, perhaps? Or sneaky decap, maybe. No, Alex is here to intercept. Denshi gets the out of combat. Will be able to reinforce. But will it be in time? Dra was able to secure this kill over here, I think, with the assistance of the Warrior, too, onto the Conqueror. And blue team get the sides. Now, here's the thing. Red doesn't want this. Red does not want a team fight, guys. Bear that in mind. I really do believe they do not want this. Not with the Necromancer and the Condi Rev. They have to be so careful in this fight. They want to defuse it, if anything. I think they're starting to kind of make moves towards that with the Mesmer rotating across the map. You can see that now. Yeah, they don't want a team fight. And yeah, that was well played by Red, actually. That was elegant. I will 100% give them that. And Dra is going to have to concede this node almost certainly. If he dies here, that's scary. He needs to not die. Could they turn it around onto the Mesmer? Yes, they can! He tries to portal, but the brutal CC from the Amalgam is too much. Dra, 3-time Moda champion, pulls it off there with the Crocodile emoji. And now the Conqueror, ooh, he's in trouble. Pops the Elite. Desperately trying to hold on, but it's going to be tough versus the Amalgam. Oh, looks like, yeah. Oh, I have to say, I'm really loving Oki's play here. Sees the Warrior coming, realize it's not realistic, especially with the banner. Just rotates away, allows the Warrior to match it instead. Very sharp rotational play here from Oki. And into a kill onto Popo. Popo 1v9. Banner might be used. Can we get the cleave in time? It's going to be tough. He's going to go for it. They're going for it. I think they actually make it. Yeah, oh, maybe a bit of hesitancy there from Cranel. I think maybe he could have got that. Maybe he got interrupted, actually. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I believe he started casting and canceled. Maybe he wasn't convinced he was going to get it. But it was certainly a tough call to make.
Just like that, blue team takes a
blue team get the middle cap there as well. And here we go. Land moving into the mix. Very close match. Ooh, that Mesmer, though. Yeah, nice. Very good kill there from Denshi into the immediate stomp. Gets that decap. This Ritualist is having a rough game, man. I'm telling you, it's definitely very tough here. 20 points in it so far. Not a lot of potential action on the map as of right now. Things look pretty stable. Red really want to get middle, though. And Blue Warrior does not want to give that up. I'll tell you that for free. Scythe is back. We'll probably replace in this 1v1. Ooh, hold on a minute. Ooh, Denshi on the warpath here. This Rev in trouble. Banner coming through. Oh, Portal Stomp. Love that. Not going to come through, though, unfortunately. Or maybe an attempted Portal Stomp. Hard to say. Kills coming through anywhere on the map. Ooh, Crocodile emoji. Denshi's in the mix. That doesn't necessarily guarantee survival, though, as we've seen that before. The Gale Shot's damage cannot be underestimated here. Red team with that middle cap, though, is pretty juicy. Oh, hold on. Toad starting to land. Heal skill comes through. Oh, good vantage point for this Ranger here. Denshi under a lot of pressure. Trying to rotate through those defensives. The shield now being used. I almost want to see some beast picks up here from Red. I feel like they can just get ahead just by getting the beast. And blue team are starting to run out of time. They've got to make something happen pretty quick. They need a kill. And I think Red aren't going to give this game away. Pretty sure Red is almost certainly going to win at this stage, unless we see an absolutely massive team wipe kind of come out of nowhere, All red have to do is not die. And yeah, I think that kill's going to seal the deal. Scythe goes down. Snowfall so goated, I want to abuse. Are going to be taking this game. The Conqueror might end up falling over here, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Yeah, Conqueror goes down. Maybe a double beast play? Maybe a actually double cap. If this Rev can somehow get this, if the Condis tick, do we see this go to blue? No, we don't. Nah, it's not enough. If somehow that had happened, I believe a double beast play with a double cap could win the game. Yeah, it would have actually won the game. They'd be ahead now. But obviously that's a bit of a long shot. They also didn't hold the double cap, so it would have been enough. But it's the thought that counts, guys. It was definitely a bit of a Hail Mary play. Very intense game. And that's going to be the end of that, guys. Perhaps a preview of the finals. And this time, the victor will be Snowfall So Goated I Wanna Abuse on the red team. A brutal composition and yeah, a real challenge, I think, to overcome. We're going to have to see maybe a little bit of an adjustment there. What the blue team is going to try to get into the mix there. I think that Ritualist is having a tough time. Of course, Scythe, a very strong Ritualist player, but very tough. Very tough to find value, I think, when it's just so often 1v1ing. Exclamation mark Snowfall. I guess we have to update the team. It's in fact not the correct roster. Incredible. Let's see. Are there any interesting games to watch here? Five bunkers. Well, there's not really 5 bunkers. I mean, I guess you could say like Toad and Amalgama bunkers. So it's like 3 bunkers. Then they have 1 support and 1 roamer. We've seen a couple of comps like that before. Shout out Crocodile Emoji. I mean, yeah, Crocodile Emoji, very powerful player, very high level player.
The match starts soon.
Okay, I think this might be a relatively relaxing round, I think. Do we have, let's see. Benny team could be interesting, actually. Maybe we'll take a look at that.
Hold on to your points. Seize
Bell
there.
team. Bell team is... Yeah, this is like the Misha Sind team. I think they're going to be pretty favored versus that. Slugui versus Snowfall So Good that I want to abuse. Not gonna lie, that might be a tough game for Slugui. Oh, Erazik team, actually. Oh, this is actually a really good team. Maybe take a look at this one. Who is, wait, are these some NA guys who've come over to EU? Because, yeah, obviously, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, Tengu, Black Swan, Dragonfire. These are clearly alts. And then Sakaya and Erazik. It's actually a strong team. Let's see how this actually goes. So what are they actually going with? They're going with the, Power Rev, actually. Judging by the legendary entity stance there. Vorkath Tamer. Bit of a RuneScape fan, I guess. Erazik, he loves his Herald. Erazik loves some Herald gameplay here. Kind of love to see that, a little bit of Power Herald. So double power of a lot of damage here on the blue team. And Sakaya always has a couple of different ideas. You'll notice the Nightmare weapon being played here with Relic of the Mist Stranger. Slightly different approach to, I think, what a lot of Ritualists end up playing on the Necromancer. Just going for even more lifesteal with the blood magic. And then, yeah, with the Nightmare weapon. So Giga lifesteal focus here from the Corrupted Cabbage. Otherwise, a broadly similar build coming through from the Necromancer. stun break or die. Clearly a fan of a bindo. And actually, crocodile emoji in trouble, guys. Like, I'll tell you what. If there is one thing that can potentially actually handle a Gale shot, it is a power rev. It absolutely is. Power rev is super sticky, right? You've got that phase traversal. You have the ability to kind of get that big burst and kind of blast that ranger. And actually, blue team looking very, very strong here as well. Oh, a Herald Relic actually being played here as well on this warrior, wanting that extra boon duration. So better protection and so on, all that kind of wonderful stuff. Bit more quickness there as well. Oh, yes. Very, very good indeed. Yeah, it's going to be Scythe. Like, I do think they need to figure out how to use this Ritualist. Because to be clear, guys, I don't think Ritualist is bad. I think Ritualist is absolutely fine in the current meta, but I feel like it's just not quite fitting with how red team is kind of rotating. I think Scythe is having a really tough time actually surviving and finding value in the map, and they're going to have to figure that out. Ooh, that's not good. Wow, this is really, really bad, actually, guys. We do see the res, but the heal skill is interrupted. I don't think we're going to get that off it. Ooh, a nice dodge right at the last second there. That would have been a super scary death. We would not want to go down there. Can they now turn it, though? I think they can onto Tengu. Tengu is going to go down. Corrupted Cabbage wrapping a good guild. Wait, what's the guild on Corrupted Cabbage? Let's see if we see the target. Oh, wait, the Feedmen. Sakaya in Feedmen. When did this happen? Actually, what? That's crazy. That is absolutely wild stuff, guys.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Ah, yes. Okay. The identities of the blue team have been revealed to me, guys. Yeah, these are not NA players, guys. These are, I mean, look, they're just some classic EU players, right? Like some old faces, if you will. Yeah. Honestly, doing very well, though, actually. Super aggressive comp, and exciting to see a different approach, right? A lot of teams going for a more defensive style, right? More defensive approach, but this is just super all-out aggression. Look at the damage output, guys. Full Berserker Conduit is just gonna own you. It does so much damage with that legendary entity stance. And the crocodile emoji is really, really having a tough time. Seriously, guys, is really, really having a tough time against the aggressive potential of these double revenants. Erozik and this rev. Look, double hammer rev, guys. What is going on here? Wait, oh no, the self-rest came through. Oh no, oh, that is a disaster. Well, I guess it's not that bad. Looks like, because they might end up picking a kill here, but yeah, it's definitely not good. Like, they're gonna lose a lot of momentum from that. Definitely not ideal. They really gotta get that warrior. Okay, they get the warrior. Crocodile emoji is back. Yeah. What Erozik is running? Yeah, we can have a look. I think it's just like the standard Herald board, right? Yeah, resistance, misburn. It's like, oh, super aggressive, right? Berserker, and then Rune of Resistance to handle Condis a little bit, get a bit of toughness on the board. And then, yeah, like your Devastation, Retribution kind of combo here as well. Bit of defensive potential and Retribution. Big damage there. Quickness uptime from the Brutality. Sakaya is so nice in these 1v1s, actually. Very... I wouldn't say Sakaya is underrated, but in a way, I feel like maybe a little bit. Always, I feel like whenever Sakaya is playing on a team, always gets value. Pretty much on any build. Especially these kind of 1v1 style builds, right? Like on the Elementalist, the Scrapper, for example, right? Your Amalgams. Well, I was only saying not underrated because I think that obviously people know Sakaya is really good. I wasn't saying that people think he's bad. It's more like, it's like, I almost feel like Sakaya is very strong, actually. Like, perhaps better than even people think. Nice kill there as well, yeah, combined with that Revenant. Banner gets used, but again, that's fine, right? You're burning a resource, and they might be able to go for a kill again. They did get triple cap for a little bit. I will admit that's obviously not great, but there's still some good aggressive potential here, I think, with this Revenant. It might be hard for Plague side to actually survive. Now, Tengu is getting bullied here a little bit. Oh, Crocodile emoji comes in and lands the kill. Oh, that cleave is crazy. No way is that getting revived. So yeah, it turns out to be a very juicy banner there from Dervlin. Pantheon, League of Legends, Enjoyer, getting that res. Erozik now looking for a kill. And this is one of the things about this comp, right? Blue team's comp, Very, very aggressive, very momentum oriented. But that does mean if you can slow it down, if you can survive, then this doesn't happen. Oh, hold on a minute though. Dra actually does get taken out. That is actually very unusual. Stun break or die. Actually secures the 1v1 into Dra. Very impressive to do that, which I believe is, well, I've been told this is actually Azadome, actually, guys. So not even on the usual thief of this player's main class.
Blue team takes a capture point.
Erezit gets battered up there, but ooh, they're not really in a good position in this fight. And this is the kind of thing where that Necro is going to bring some value, by the way, guys, in these team fights. So blue team very much on the run here. Vorkath Tamer in quite a bit of trouble there, but so is Erezit. Blue team get the artifact. They might even get both, but are they going to be able to actually use that? That's the question. The Rev CC is brutal. I think that was almost an attempted just die to falling damage to save the timer there. Now kind of has to try to scrabble to survive. Might be able to get away with it. Warrior is super slippery. Might be able to hold on. Can leap away to freedom. Balance dance coming up in a couple of seconds. Needs to get back into this fight there to help out the corrupted cabbage. And here we go. Vorkath Tamer back into the mix. And yeah, red team have got a bit of control now. Blue almost need to try to force a bit of a reset. Like, they can't fight anymore. They're just getting outnumbered again. Conduit just gets taken out there. Tengu goes down. Dragonfire is being kind of harassed by the crocodile emoji over here. Bit of a 2v2 situation. If they can keep this stable, they've got the artifact. They have some potential to actually win this fight. But the thing is, they've got to get a bit of a reset here. They've lost their momentum. They need to find that opening and have both of these Revenants in play, look for a target and just get it done. And then they can start to turn the game around. But the question is that realistic? It's a big question. Because again, blue team, certainly on the back foot. They need to get back on there. They need to put their best foot forward. And right now, that is not the case. Their best foot is being hit with a hammer. And the hammer is the red team. Who is Constantine? New PvP prodigy, rank 1 legend. Actually was able to defeat rank 55 1v5. Could be a nice kill. Ooh, Lana's going to go down. Okay, that is actually very good. Now, if we get Scythe, now we could be talking. Well, blue team's pretty far behind, though. Like, this is a little bit of an issue. I think they've got to go for this. They have to get this, I think. You know, they need more than this if they want to come back, because they're going to need a big amount of caps. Nice port here from Scythe, actually. Is going to go... Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Classic trap. Bait the port into the fear. Might not be enough, though. That's a juicy stun, and that's going to be a kill. Tengu secures the lockdown. But no, Pantheon! Pantheon with the reds. Can we get a CC? But we've got to CC this. Where's the banner? Is the banner in play? Ooh, maybe it was actually baiting. He doesn't actually have it, yeah. Look at it. Do you see how scared the blue team was there, guys? I'm like, no, not the res. But he didn't have it. Okay, and blue getting a little bit of ground, but they need more than this, right? Because it's 5 minutes on the clock. They've got to get minimum a double cap. And they can't really afford to have any more deaths. If anyone dies on blue team at this stage, oh, it's so problematic. It's so dangerous. So they do need to play, in my opinion, essentially a flawless game to come back, and they might do that as the kill on land does come through. The res is actually good as the banner comes through. A bit of res holding there, but now blue team has still got to win this fight. The res has been expended from the red team. Can they continue to play this? Some very good kiting and movement play coming through from this conduit. Can this conduit connect? Oh, that conduit from red team is going to be so difficult to deal with, though. And the warrior is isolated. The warrior is killed by the devastation of that hybrid revenant, and I think that is going to be the end of blue team. A very aggressive style, really fun to watch, really exciting. We see the vengeance come through, maybe for a banner. That's kind of cool. Could we see it come through? But no stability available, no banner. So I do not believe we're going to see this res. Going to maybe try to go for it. Oh, nope. Can't get it, and that's the end.
Did you see that? Yeah. Red team got a capture point.
And that's how it is. Crocodile emoji. Standing triumphant here in the middle. Maybe looking for a kill onto the corrupted cabbage. God of the arena.
Red team got a
Rank 1
capture
legend.
point. Red team
Sakai
has
goes
obtained
down.
an artifact.
Deplete. Yeah. I think there was some real potential on blue, actually. I really do think that, actually. But they did, again, like the red team were just able to get their win con, right? They were able to control the game, slow it down, and just shut down those revenants. But actually a very interesting potential, in my opinion.
Red team wins a capture point.
And that's how it is!
Just like that, blue team takes a capture point.
Incredible. This is probably one of the slower games here. It's not really winnable for blue anymore. Let's see if there's anything spicy going on. Yeah, this is kind of the last game. Like, this one's also going on, but they're about the same kind of tempo with, yeah, Tyrion Masters very heavily favored here. Blue continuing to try to play this out, but again, this is actually essentially unwinnable. Does this red team have a chance versus the best teams? Yeah, this is, I would expect to see this team in the finals. Red team, yeah. I think it will be, we already saw this matchup. It will be the same, I think it's very likely to be the same matchup. It will be Snowfall so goated I want to abuse versus this team. It doesn't really have a team name. We can just call them Team Pantheon, I guess, or Team Scythe. Scythe often the leader in these situations. Well known for his leadership skills, especially when it comes to organizing French players. Yeah, Amalgam's still looking very strong. Stun break or die. Basically the same build, by the way. Like, obviously you don't play equal and opposite reaction anymore. You play chain reactivity instead. Oh, Scythe, actually nice. Picking up that kill is pretty juicy. There as well, just to kind of close out this game. But yeah, broadly speaking, same build. Very good. Lots of CC, lots of damage, lots of everything. Good build. And yeah, that's going to be blue team, unfortunately going to be defeated here. And red team kind of cleaning this up.
Red team got a capture point.
And that's how it is. GG.
Red team has obtained an artifact.
Hearts of Bills will be updated. Yeah, it's on my to-do list. I have some big plans, especially with Guild Wars 3 coming up. And that's how it is. The game is over. Is the other one still going? It might be. I think it'll be... Oh, yeah. No, it's over, actually. Snowfall so goated I want to abuse versus Tengu. Could be a game, I suppose. You guys are a big, like, who loves Amalgam? Guys, if you love Amalgam and want it to be meta for the next 10 years, all the way through Guild Wars 2's maintenance mode, please type Amalgarest in the chat. Or simply copy-paste the Amalgam copy-pasta. I want Amalgam to be meta in Guild Wars 3. Wow. Big fan. I see. I get it. This injury name monthly AT to Amalgam. Let's see. What game do we want to take a look at? I wish whoever redesigned Bomb Kit a very happy life. Sig, not a big fan of it. He's not a fan of the Bomb Kit, I guess. He doesn't like it. Okay, we'll take a look at this Tengu game. It'll be interesting to see, follow this team a little bit as well. We are bad, but we want scrims. It'll be interesting to see how they fare against some of the other teams. Sind game. Let's see, who is Sin playing against? Sin versus Cass. I think they're just going to stomp, though. Benny versus Antares. Oh, yeah, this could be a good game, actually. That's a good point. That's a good shout. Yeah, that's relatively even. You're right. Yeah, this team plays a fun setup as well. Oh, is Fly going to play Thief? Let's see if Fly's going to go with Thief. Of course, that's definitely what Fly is known for, I would say. Same with Gornet on the Necromancer. Gornet PMA. Very interesting. It's going to be the double Paragon. One kind of DPS-oriented one. Of course, coming here from Zintrax. And Yui going to be on the support, obviously. And then we have Upside Down Fallen Angel. It's going to be Asu here on the Gale Shot. This is a good map for it, guys. I'll tell you that. Oof. Gale Shot is hard to stop, guys. Like, it is very hard to stop on this map. Very easy for the Ranger to move around and kite all over the place. So, Asu going to be a menace, I think, in this matchup. Zintrax on that side note, 1v1 Paragon here, as you can see, with the spear. Mayabu on the Virtuoso, featuring the Portal, which is kind of fun. And Antares on the Luminary. Still a decent build. Definitely not super amazing, I think, but very much a build that can see some play. On the red team, it's going to be Benny. Former member of Pharmaceutical Gang. Into the mix with the Hybrid Rev. We also have the Amalgam Gornet on Reaper. Total Fuzz. It's going to be the Thief as well. And I think that Thief is going to be trying to deal with the Gale Shot to keep up with it a little bit. Be able to pressure it effectively because, not gonna lie, there's not much here that can do it. Maybe the Virtuoso can land a combo on it, but it's not going to be easy. Oh, and hold on, the Spear Abuser is actually getting pain trained here. A massive push from the red team. Find that kill, and that's the support taking out the fight. Oh, nice attempted res there, but it's not going to be enough. Asu going to go for the hand res. That will be really juicy. Can we get it? Oh, the counter stomp comes through, but Gornet does actually end up dying for that. A crazy, incredibly chaotic opening fight. Maya's going to go down. Who's actually going to get cleaved out here? Gornet with the Necromancer has more health. Antares goes down as well. Maya on 5%. Is going to rally Gornet. What is this team fight? Okay, red team somehow managed to win that fight. Asu is now bleeding out there. Of course, could go for a pet res, but I think red team is surely not for. I was going to say surely they haven't forgotten about that, but apparently yes they have. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Zintrax trying to not die. I think might be okay. Still got Rampage here. I think we're all right. Yeah, we can get the Rampage. Ooh, a brutal intro to the Rampage. We were fine, but that Jade Wins was absolutely disgusting from Fairy Court Linda. Ooh, and that really isn't good. Very snowbally map, of course, here, guys. And yeah, Zintrax falls. That means there's no real pressure on this map. That's going to allow this Condi Rev to rotate into this fight again, which we absolutely love to see if you're the red team. Yeah. Ooh. Of course, this build did get nerfed a bit, actually, like with an increased energy cost to the follow-up of Call to Anguish, but still looking strong, actually, after all the changes. Oh, a brutal burst comes through from Asu. There's no banner, I believe, here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's already been used, so that is going to be a kill confirmed onto Benny. Can we get a counter kill onto Asu, though? That may well be the case. Gornet on the warpath. But look how slippery that Ranger is. I'm telling you, so hard to deal with it. And Red need to be careful. They have a Thief in this fight, which again isn't going to have the same level of muscle that a lot of the other classes in the game are going to have. They don't want to overextend into this team fight. Have to be very, very careful. If they can maybe get a kill onto Upside Down Fallen Angel, and they absolutely can, that should now be a confirmed kill. Is there a banner available? There is. We're going to see an attempted CC. Ooh, I think we were trying to go for it, but couldn't quite get to the spear in time for the Addle, unfortunately. So that did not end up landing. That res comes through, and that is going to, well, it's going to be annoying for red team, but blue still need to win themselves a fight, right? Like, that's what really needs to happen here. And blue certainly,
Blue team grabbed a
well,
capture point.
the red team not going to let that happen. Let me tell you that. They're not going to make it easy to win these fights. I'll tell you that for free. Gornet looking for the next victim. Looking to push forward the big Signet. 4 boons removed with the Signet of the Locust and a massive heal that, of course, is going to synergize super well with all of the other lifesteal components there. But hold on a minute, that Rev getting focused. Bear in mind, you're not quite as tanky as the full Condi build, right? Because you don't have the Jalad straight on, you have Shiro instead. You trade that survivability for a bit more damage. But hold on, Asu's going to be the counter kill. A very nice banner from the red team. There's no res available for blue this time around, and the team fight, it just looks very, very good. I really don't think blue team wants to team fight too much into this because they have damage, right? You've got the Virtuoso, you have the Luminary, and the Gale Shot, but going up against the Reaper, the Condi Rev, those team fights are going to be tough. Like, even with the fact that the red team is playing a Thief, which obviously doesn't quite contribute as much as I think. Oh, having said that, though, I think Maya just unloaded some brutal Mesmer Burst onto Gornet, who gets shut down. Void also in a little bit of trouble here. Might be able to leap to freedom here with the staff. He needs to be very, very careful and doesn't want to leave this Amalgam entirely high and dry. And blue team, people are saying it's GG, but don't count them out yet, guys. Do not count them out yet. They're starting to find some stability in this game. Yeah, Antares is going to go ahead and open up the gate here. Not much to do on the map, really. Doesn't really want to leave here. I think very worried about the Thief, and rightly so, too. Like, the Thief is now going for the decap, so the Guardian kind of has to be aware of that and go for some defensive play. Is able to do so successfully, and this is where Thief can be super annoying, right? Because the moment this Guardian tries to rotate, the Thief can kind of counter it pretty effectively and then get a very momentary outnumber on the other side of the map. And here comes the Thief. What's the target going to be? Probably the Oh! Once again, a very tasty chill to the bone. Blink was used there, so able to escape pretty effectively. Portal now being set up, might be able to either evacuate players or go for more kind of potential. He's going to have to open that portal, but no, can't do it. Quite in time, Banner coming down there, gets the res, can maybe still take the portal actually to try and escape. Yeah, is able to do so pretty effectively. Might be able to turn it around now onto the Rev, and yes, they can. Really nice set of little plays there from the blue team, leading to a nice victory here for them. See what I'm telling you guys, a little bit of cooking going on by the blue team, and if this support warrior falls, this fight could destabilize very quickly, because again, the Reaper is relatively tanky, but without the support, it's still vulnerable. Reaper trying to pressure, gets a juicy boon corrupt there, but the warrior is still going to fall, and Zintrax holds firm. The kill is not secured, and Gornet's going to have to get out of that, and the Amalgam falls too. Blue team actually get themselves a very, very strong advantage. And bear in mind, this Thief has been shut down by this Guardian of all things. We do, of course, see the neutralization here, but at the end of the day, that's fine. Like, keeping the Thief out of these fights, out of just being able to secure some of those kills is never going to be too bad. And of course, the Thief is not really going to want to fight the Guardian either. This could be a near triple cap now for the blue team. They are very much recovering in this game. And Maya, I think, delivering a lot of value here. Able to just brutalize the Necromancer. Look at that burst. Look at it. Gonna unleash another burst. And all of a sudden, that Necro's health pool is not looking great. Look at that crit. Gornet in trouble. He dodges, but it's not enough. There's the kill. Total flow state attempting the revive. Is there a banner? I believe there is. A nice attempted knock there, by the way, from Zinjas. That was very, very smart by him. Didn't quite work out, though, unfortunately, as the banner did land before the body actually moved too far away for it to land. Hard to do that, to be fair, with banner, because banner has a big radius. Oh, no! A juicy burst onto Maya, and Maya falls over. Ah, yeah, and now this is what I'm talking about. Okay, Red has kind of fixed this rotation. Now, the Thief has been freed up, can now actually get kills, and now this Luminary is useless. You are not fighting an Amalgam on Luminary. So I think Red have kind of fixed their rotation. They've got their players where they need them, and that might let them kind of control this game a bit more. Having Fly just do nothing for 5 minutes, it was definitely a strategic choice. I don't think it really worked out super well. But now that we've got that Amalgam just making life absolutely miserable for that Luminary, we're back in business. Now, Gornet is not having the best of time here. Needs to be very careful, but is going to now have that support warrior, so we're actually completely fine, especially when combined with that Amalgam. So, again, I think Blue has got to think about leaving here. Ooh, maybe they can kill Gornet, but it is a little bit of a long shot, in my opinion. It's going to be difficult to do that. Yeah, look at that lifesteal on the Signet of the Locust. That is some Locust roleplay there, guys. Devouring the crops, devouring the health pool of the enemy team. That's a big CC. Can Gornet capitalize on that? He wants to go for it. Lovely portal from Blue, though. That was moments away from disaster, let me tell you that. But they were able to get away. They escaped the brutal CC of the Revenant and the damage of the Necromancer. Maya 1v20. Very close game. Red's still maintaining a bit of an advantage here. And let's see, what's going to be the play there? Yeah, they know it. They've got to get rid of Maya. Maya's been farming them all game. They've got to do it. Red team knows it. And that's obviously scary as the Virtuoso. It's got a lot of immunities, but once you're out of... That's the thing about Vert, guys. Once you're out, right? You've got nothing. Very vulnerable after the cooldowns have been exhausted. And yeah, Fly... It's kind of looking for that. Wants to keep the Mirage out. Nearly finds the kill. Even with the Gale Shot, probably won't be able to secure this. I can't imagine we can secure this, especially with the res. Yeah, the Spirit is coming down. Does burn that resource, though. And to be fair, Fly burning that resource 1v2 is absolutely tasty. He's not going to be upset about that. Especially if we can then convert this into another kill. But hold on, the Rotator is in trouble. Gets the heal, has 2 dodges, but no utility skills or things, but turns it around into a kill. Gets the Ecto, gets the burst. And that's why they call him the Rotator. Kill secured. And now that is a great position. A lot of the damage of the blue team has been removed. It's been taken off the board by the Thief. If they could get that Gale Shot, then I think they actually might just put themselves in a game-winning situation. And look at that brutal backstab. Fly actually eliminates both damage dealers from the blue team. And all of a sudden, blue team's advantage doesn't look good. Wait, what? Dude, we were so locked in on Fly's gameplay, we didn't see the Lord get killed by blue. Did the guard just solo it? What even happened? What? Did he just, like, go in and PvE?
Did you see that? Red team got a capture point.
That's insane. Gordon needs to not die here. Ooh, blue team is now in a sticky situation. They do have the Amalgam locking that down. There's nothing really to pressure the waterfall. I wonder, do we even play for a Selfless? No, we cannot do that with the Thief lurking around here at the same time. Gordon in so much trouble. Gets a massive signal of the Locust, though. Gets back to 12. A really juicy portal, though. That could be a kill here on the Rev. It absolutely is. And blue team, if they can get that cap, I think Fly doesn't want to give that away. He has to, though. Double cap does still win the game for red team, though. Bear that in mind, guys. If they can just prevent the decap on the waterfall, they should win this game. Yeah, because again, this is a pretty stale matchup. I think they don't care about middle too much. They're going to fight it, so they can't. So the red team or the blue team is limited in their rotational ability. Oh, and Fly does it again. The man cannot be stopped. He's just going to go for the full creep, but no way. No way. Okay, I thought that was an enemy banner. Actually, no, it wasn't. The Spirit Beast, it wasn't close enough. Gauntlet is going to get rezzed up. Mayabu goes down. And yeah, Fly knows the win condition now. He stands on the point. He's just guarding it. He cannot allow a decup to come through. It doesn't matter if red team give up this node. It's not important. They don't want to obviously full wipe, but they just can play very defensively and very safe. Zintrek, yeah, he can't decup the Amalgam. Even a warrior player as good as Zintrek can't do it. It's just too much. The build is insurmountable. Fly might actually end up giving the node there, but they're ahead on points now, so it doesn't matter. All they've got to do is not lose their node, and they will win this game. Oh, Asu coming in for a Hail Mary decup, but I don't think they have time left in the game, and that is going to be it. What a crazy match. Incredible. Wait, did anyone see what happened to the Lord, guys? Did the Luminary just solo it and nobody noticed? Because I didn't see that many players there. Yeah, very nice. Very nicely played by Fly there, to be honest. Like, Fly kind of got stuck here fighting the Amalgam for like a couple of minutes, like 3 minutes, and that was pretty bad, to be honest. But once they freed Fly, very tough game. Because, yeah, Mesmer just gets hunted down, right? Like, Fly was just, like, hunting Maya the entire game. Very challenging for Maya to be effective in that game, I think, when the Thief is kind of on the run. Would you give up 10 IQ points to be 33% looking permanent buff? Definitely not, no. That's very expensive. That's nearly a standard deviation, because like 15 is the standard deviation, right? Bell versus Tengu. Yeah, this is actually a good match. Bell versus Tengu is probably the game to look. So Antras versus Scythe, I think, is very Scythe favored. Subuga versus Benny, it is Benny favored, I think. Tengu versus Bell is actually really spicy. That's an interesting game. We Are Bad, but we want scrims versus Snowfall. Yeah, that's obviously a very challenging game for We Are Bad, but we want scrims. All right, now on to the elimination rounds of monthly AT. Amazing. They get the scrims? Well, I mean, this isn't really a scrim, though. This is more like a game. Take me into the game. Oh, it's going to be Kylo first. Okay. Got to keep that in mind for what the finals could be. Got to bear that in mind, guys. We do, we do. Slugu. Ready to go. Ready to pump. Amalgam spotted. I mean, look, there's going to be amalgams, guys. There's likely to be amalgams in every game. Slugui is going to 1v9 this game. I mean, it's possible. It could happen. It definitely could happen. Who we think is winning finals, guys? Who we think? Do you say think it's going to be Side 1v9 or Snowfall 1v9? No matter who wins, it's amalgam. I mean, that is true. That is definitely true. Amalgam wins. Guys, if you want Trig to utterly destroy amalgam and render it unplayable, please type Amalgrest in the chat. Or actually type B-Trig in the chat. Either one of those.
Just like that, blue team takes a capture point.
If you guys want them to buff amalgam to the point where you only want to run amalgam, you run 5 amalgams as meta,
Blue team
type BMC or CMCW in the chat. Let me into this game, please. I guess they're not accepting. I think this actually could be a good game too. I think this is a good game, actually.
Blue team grabbed a capture point.
Can the total flow state do it again here on Kylo? I love CMCW. CMCW and CMC Gar are both very powerful emotes. Pretty intense fight here so far. Who's actually got the better team fight here? I guess they have very similar team fights, actually, don't they? They both have the Rev and they both have the Necro. It's going to come down to may the better team win. And well, oh, actually got it going with a Condi approach, by the way. Is he using the new death magic thing? Oh, look at this. This is cool, actually. I was almost expecting the Frenchies to actually play some kind of crazy degen build with this, but this is very interesting. Check this out, guys. So he has, look at Corruptor's Fervor. Gain incoming damage reduction while at or above the Carapace threshold. So you get 15% damage reduction, and of course, all the toughness you get from Carapace, right? So he has 300 extra toughness from Death's Carapace, right? He's playing Carrion Amulet, so he has a bunch of Vitality and loads of Shroud. He's playing the new Corrupt Boon for 8 boons corrupted in one go on a 30-second cooldown, which is pretty nifty as well. And of course, he's playing Curses for the Giga Boon Corrupt on Lingering Curse. This is a cool build coming out from Gornet here. And yeah, you can imagine how tanky that's going to be, because you have loads of Condi damage reduction when you have protection from the Dark Defense and Beyond the Veil. Then you have 15% damage reduction from Corruptor's Fervor, 300 toughness, basically for free, and 30k health. This is a pretty beefy build. And bear in mind, you also get Cold Shoulder, because this trait recently got buffed. You also get damage reduction against chilled foes, which obviously synergizes really well with Relic of the Reaper. So whenever you do a shout, you also chill. right? So you're going to have loads of extra damage versus people. You're going to have loads of damage reduction as well, coming through from death magic as well. I'm very interested to see how this build actually ends up performing, but I think it's certainly very robust. And Corrupt Boon, in a meta where boons are so important to survival, you've got Paragon flying around all over the place, Amalgams, Revs, who all love boons as a part of their survivability. You target that, that's every boon turned into a Condi. That's not fun. You are going to have a hard time. You're going to have a really, really hard time with that. And yeah, you can see just the team fight. This is kind of a team fight game, right? And blue team's team fight, I think, clearly superior here. Bit of damage on the Thief, to be fair, actually. Like, Fly might be in trouble. I think he might be able to get away. He gets the stealth. He's fine. Gornet. Oh, that's a disgusting elite. Really nice elite there from Gornet. Forcing out so many resources. The damage is just disgusting. Sluguo in trouble. Naibidu goes down as well. And Slugu, the only player left standing. And Gornet just running rampant in this game, guys, with the Scepter Torch Necromancer build. Giga Might uptime as well, of course. Chilling Victory, putting in the work there, of course. Alongside the Paragon also buffing up the Necro.
Did you see that?
This game is over.
Got a capture point.
Let's go Tengu versus Bell. Here we go. It's time. We're logged in. Ooh, I'm telling you guys, like, look. Ooh, Caspi actually on the Mesmer this time. He's on the Mirage. Definitely a big fan of this. So a very fast-paced roaming comp, but also running double Necro. This is such a... Look, what is this setup, guys? We have Support Warrior, Mirage, double Reaper, Deadeye. Very unusual approach from Blue, to be completely honest with you. Let's see if they can make it work. Very, very good balance here. On the Amalgam. Love to see that. Sakaya busts out the second Amalgam as well, by the way, guys. Erazik here on that Power Herald just as before. Very good balance. Actually, maybe not living up to his name, or maybe living up to his name in perhaps a non-ironic way. Goes downside there to the Mirage and Hypnos. But I guess my concern is these Necros are so slow. And that's going to be hard to keep up, right? It's going to be very hard to keep up with how speedy the red team can be here with this double Rev. Of course, they do kind of have two roamers of their own, right? Sind, of course, on that Deadeye, one of the most mobile, speedy classes in the game. Looking to go for a kill onto Vorkath Tamer. I just realized this is a bit of a grudge match, isn't it, as well? I don't think I've seen these players play against each other for quite a while. If you know, you know, guys, but both of these teams really want to win this game. In fact, they probably care about this particular game more than the potential finals, if I had to guess. Here we go. Ooh, Sin gets caught there as well by Erazik. However, Hypnos actually takes out Humongous Toolkit, and it's going to be a... I don't know how to call this game, guys. I really don't. I actually have no idea what to say, because this is such a bizarre matchup. Like, these Necros, obviously, like, if they connect into a team fight, they're going to be strong. But, you know, obviously the red team is going to be very good at kind of preventing that from happening. Kind of cool thing about this Reaper build, by the way, is that Reaper can actually 1v1 really well. It's historically not a build that has, you know, you haven't thought of Reaper as a 1v1er so much. But I'll tell you what, guys, like the current Reaper builds, they can really hold their own. Like the Blood Magic trait line and Blighter's Boon, you get a lot of sustain out of this. Even a bit of lifesteal here from Soul Eater at the same time there. You're very tanky with an excellent heal skill with your Soul as Mine. So you can really hold your own, even versus an Amalgam. And actually, you can kind of see Hypnos kind of going for that as well. Well, Misha does go down over here, so no support on the block. That's scary for this Revenant. Oh, this Revenant. Oh, sorry, not the Revenant, for Bell, in fact. Gonna go for the heal. Oh, but the pressure is so much. Those double power revs are so strong. And Hypnos, in a lot of trouble there. Heavily outnumbered. Really, I think we just have to disengage. We just got to get out of here. We just got to get out. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. No, it's a little bit too much. It is simply too much. Also, did you see the sword, by the way, guys, get played there to get rid of the barrier? Really fun tech choice, I think, perhaps. Full CC. Oh, wow, this is disgusting. Throw mine, flamethrower, solid state. Disgusting. He's on the Azadome build. He is on the Azadome build because it is, in fact, Azadome. So that would probably explain why. But obviously great for dealing with the barrier on those Necromancers, because it's one of the few skills that deletes all barrier. It's a barrier breaker ability. One red team getting that double cap here. We do actually have Caspi and Sin picking up this kill, and that's going to be the key thing. Like, blue team has got to get rid of these power revs. These power revs are just going to be a complete menace. And if that can happen, then these Reapers become kind of hard to get around, right? Like, the Reaper becomes the roadblock without those revs. The revs can deal with these, especially if they're able to get that isolation and pick them off on their own. But if that's not the case, you put Misha with one of these Reapers, and you're not going to be getting that point anytime soon. Hypnos continuing to go for this 1v1 into Humongous Toolkit. Kind of playing, I guess, a slightly more conventional build with the bomb kit in play, as opposed to the short bow, the hammer approach, rather. It's coming through from Azadome. Ooh, Warrior goes down here. Volkath Tamer, right, has been eliminated. Humongous Toolkit also in trouble. Sind with that killer instinct. The veteran of ages finds that kill. Erazik can't res that, and there's no Warrior on the map right now. Ooh, Sind in a little bit of trouble, though. So squishy on that Deadeye. Has got to get out of here. Might have gone down real. Oh, wow. Yeah, clean. Very clean play there from Sin, getting that perfect evade on the Deadeye and turns it into a kill. I'm telling you, look, I'm telling you guys, there's a lot, look, there's a lot of passion in this game. Like, there's a lot of passion in this game, guys. Very crisp play there from Syndrina on Time Fate Karma. And now looking to try and take out Erazik as well, and might be able to do it. Rev going to have a tough time, I think, into the SD Thief. Very slippery, but again, it's a bit of a razor edge. If we land a big burst, that Deadeye can fall over so unbelievably quickly at the same time. There's the glint he'll use. That's a vulnerability window for the blue team to potentially exploit and eliminate this Revenant. Can they do it? Where's the support warrior for red? Oh, here it is, but Caspi on the warpath. Looking to go for that kill, and even if we don't get the kill, there's a lot of cooldowns expended on that warrior that now can't be used to support the team, and Sin wants to go for that, wants to go for the kill. Where is Caspi? Caspi a little bit behind, not able to go for that. Some good positioning to escape here on this warrior. Time Fate Karma is, oh no! Time Fate Karma just gets caught by that Immobilize, I think, and then blasted by the Rev. It's a trade with Humongous Toolkit going down, but that Thief being off the board for a long time is definitely a blow for blue team. And they've got to play defensively. Now, they've got a good setup here, actually, to be fair. Both Necros and Misha, a.k.a. known by his more common name, guys, the Master of Disaster. If they can hold on here, which is doable, I think, then we could be in business. I do like that they're not playing too greedy for the node. I like the kiting here from Bell. Very good. Misha under pressure. These Reapers, I think, have got to help heal him out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Caspi dies. I want to see a banner. Can we see it from Misha? He actually finds it, the Master of Disaster. That's big. But now they're in a volatile position. We have all of our players back. The Thief is now back. Can they find a kill onto Erazik? Yes, we can from Caspi. I think the Mirage should be able to finish this, but he's so low actually as well. He's so squishy. Can he somehow find this? He has the shield. The unblockable though. Oh, gets the CC actually as well. Denies the damage from the conduit. Does go down, but I think Misha can go for this kill. He's going for the cleave. He finds it. Very nice decisive play. Doesn't go for the stomp, by the way. An inferior player would have gone for the stomp there, but Misha doesn't do it. And Hypnos finds the kill there onto very good bounce. And Sakaya also falls to Bell. That is a massive blow. That is a huge momentum swing in favor of blue. They find the kill. Vorkath Tamer is going to go down there as well. The Vengeance is not enough to go for that res. And if they get these bleeds, they bleed Tengu, they bleed Sakaya. I think red team has found their victory here.
Blue team grabbed the capture.
Time Fate Karma goes on. Oh, we actually have a potential relog from Erazik, or maybe not a relog, guys. You never know. And I think we do have an AFK here. I think red team is conceding mentally.
Just like that.
Erazik is back. Maybe he got stuck in a wall or something. Yeah, to be fair, he might have got stuck or something, actually. Because that can happen. But yeah, it's unwinnable, obviously. It's game over. Unless blue team does a crazy throw. And honestly, even then, it would be tough. Red team going for a bit of a repush. But yeah, even a single kill here ends the game. And honestly, the team fight of blue should win. Yeah, double Reaper, you can't fight that. There's no way. Like, it's too much. Especially with the NGs. The NGs just get torn apart by the Necros. It's always hard to push out as well, right? You're kind of pushing uphill into this choke point. Very hard to do, and not a surprise to me that red team struggle to do that. Like, even though obviously they're very strong players, it's not enough. Blue team gonna be happy about this win, guys. You know, dude, I don't want them to do this, but can you imagine if they just decline the next game? Would be pretty funny. We're going on to the semis now. I mean, they're not the type to do that, to be fair. Blue team are going to game no matter what. But it would be extremely funny. Here's the second Necro Hypnos, and it's Bell. Bell streams as well on Twitch if you want to see her gameplay. It's Bell_UH. So Bell. Bell streams quite a bit of Reaper game. Just Necro gameplay in general, actually. But I think a big Reaper enjoyer right now. Oh, this game's already going, actually. Oh. This is going to be Benny versus Scythe, the crocodile emoji here. I think, tough game for red here, for sure. They do have the Thief, which I do like on this map, actually. But obviously, blue team really, really strong. And I think the story of this game is how do we get value out of Gauntlet, right? He's playing the Blood Magic build. You know what? I almost would have liked to see him play a Ritualist here instead. In fact, I think I probably would. I think Reaper on this map is it's just not good. I just don't think it's good. It's too slow.
Red team wins.
And obviously Gauntlet, one of the strongest Necros in the world. But I think it's tough to make Reaper work on this map. Especially when you've got to contend with a Gale Shot too. Like, that Gale Shot is going to be your worst nightmare throughout this entire game. And yeah, blue team doing very well so far. Kind of setting up Dra here on the altar. Kind of getting that going. Crocodile emoji.
Blue team grabbed a capture point.
Lurking over here. Getting some work done. Total flow state. I'm going to try to kill this Amalgam. Gets me a little bit difficult. Who's Crocodile emoji? Crocodile emoji is Oki.
Just like that, blue team takes a capture point.
Blue team with the sides again. Dra needs some help here. Has been 1v2 for quite some time. Almost wins the 1v2, by the way. That's an Amalgam moment if ever I've seen it. And yeah, Pantheon gets the resustain there as well. Red Amalgam eliminated here. Might see a banner come through here. From Void. Does get it. Nice recovery there. But I think a very uphill game. Rev actually flops off the edge there. Kind of funny. I think that probably wasn't quite intended. Will potentially allow this top with the cat. No, actually, we do have the Ranger coming in to intercept that before that ends up happening. But yeah, I think very challenging game. And yeah, Gauntlet again. Like, there's not much you can do here, right? Like, you're into. I actually. This is a nice choice, by the way. I didn't even notice that. It's actually a power of coming through here from LAN, which actually makes a lot of sense. Like, you can punish the Reaper even harder. By having that really strong burst combo combined with the Gale Shot, and that's just going to make it almost impossible, I think, for Gauntlet to really get any kind of value in this game. Also gives you something to kind of match the Thief as well. Like, the Rev can really chase down this Thief pretty effectively. And just has so much damage. It's just so much DPS. 55 doesn't play in this AT. No, there's no 55 this time. A couple of players are playing, but not all on the same team. Misha and Cinder playing, but for example, Boyce isn't playing. Boyce and Draza aren't playing. Oki is a toxic player. I haven't really seen Oki be toxic, but I mean, look, maybe it's possible. Anything's possible. Honestly, a lot of the... Would I say a lot of the PvPers are reformed? Honestly, some of them kind of are. Some of them are a little bit reformed. I'm not sure if I'd say they're fully reformed. Do we see even one Elementalist? Yeah, actually. Elementalist has been doing really well this this tournament. The Toad Evoker is back. But yeah, this game is obviously over. Not much to be done, though. PvP is reformed into a nice place now. His salad is reformed. Bro. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Check Salad's chat and goes, yeah, he ain't reformed. Incredible. Yeah, the other game hasn't started yet, but yeah, I think it's gonna be blue team here in the finals. Blue team going to the finals here, and gonna be facing the winner of Bell versus Snowfall. So goated, I wanna abuse. Amazing. Well, you know what? You know what, guys? You know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say, if anything crazy can happen, it could happen on this map. But double Reaper on Temple? I think it has to be Ritualist. I mean, maybe Bell and Hypnos think they can 1v1 into the Toad, which is maybe, but they have to, right? They need to. The match starts. It's the only way. They must be capable of winning the 1v1 into these Toad Evokers. Okay, Bell's gonna go for the relog. Let's see what that actually. Oh, I think it was a Life Force relog, actually, wasn't it? Okay. Yeah. So I'm really curious to see how we're gonna go here. That we're gonna have to play multiple nodes, and we're so scared of this Mirage. Dude, if you're a Reaper, you're so scared of this Mirage, I think. So red team is gonna have to be on this. Like, Cinder's gonna have to be tracking the Mirage, same as Caspi, right? They're really gonna have to try and match that energy as much as they possibly can, right? And they do have Thief. Oh, wow. The Conqueror actually does fall here, gets sniped. Oh, actually, hold on a minute. Denji burns the Distort. Oh no, this is a real, whoa! That's a bad start here for blue, as Hypnos finds that elite, I believe. A juicy chill to the bone, forces the Distort with no defensive left. The Conqueror and Denshi get taken out. Now, of course, that was a very defensive opening approach from Reds. They don't actually gain that many, they don't get that much map pressure off that, and I think this third node is going to be really challenging to ever contest. Hypnos is playing Dagger in his main. He was playing it in the previous build, but I think that is kind of nice. It's going to give him an extra bit of self-sustain. But yeah, he must win this matchup, right? Like, this is not a winnable game unless he's able to successfully 1v1 into this Toad Evoker. Now, Plague Signet, actually really good for it, to be honest, and he actually does have the sustain to kind of match this Elementalist, but he's got to find the vulnerability to get through the CC to survive. And well, here comes the Mirage. Denshi is moving in, using Shroud the Tank as much as possible. The damage is simply devastating. You're not getting your heal off versus a Mirage. Hold on, though. Lands the elite once again, gets the heal, too. And Shroud is up in a couple of seconds. Really nice survival here. And they are actually going to turn it around. Time Fate Karma shows up alongside Caspi, and they turn it. And Cranel just got killed as well at the same time. But again, still very hard for red team to get these nodes, because these Reapers, they can't survive 1v2 full on. They have to concede almost immediately. So red needs to get ahead. They need to get some points on the board as quickly as possible. Otherwise, blue team will just have too much of an easy time destabilizing them. And again, I just can't imagine a world where red team is going to be able to effectively pressure the altar in this game. They're simply too slow to cover all of the nodes, and they're too weak in 1v2s to be able to kind of survive on 3 nodes at the same time. But that means they must win these fights. And the vile CC of the Engineer. It claims even the Master Disaster. Surely Sin doesn't get that. No way. There's no way he gets that. Okay, look, if Sin actually got that res, then to be honest, he deserves to win the tournament. Not gonna happen. A Stomp coming through.
Did you see that? Red team got a capture point.
And red team do get the sides, though. Because Caspi, actually, you know, I said they were never going to get the ultimate. Caspi, I guess, saw that opportunity to kind of slip behind enemy lines and go for this. And actually, yeah, okay, good. Yep, I was going to say, I really want to see this contest happen until Bell gets here. And then just let Bell play this 1v1, probably. Oh, yeah, Hypnos, though, gets caught by that Reaper. So difficult. Misha just not quite able to get here in time to get that intercept. Alex actually gets killed by Bell, though. Oh, could this be a revival? I think we're going to see a banner here. There's no CC really available there? Yeah, nice. Very clean there by Crandall, actually finding that revive. Allows Alex to get back here. He's even going to find the decal as well. Very, very good move there by Alex. Lightning, ride the lightning directly into the decap. Don't worry about the kills. Just get that node off the board. Because again, blue team just want this game to slow down a bit. They want it to be slow, steady, one side noder everywhere. Deflect the thief, slow the game down. That's what they want. Okay.
Red team wins a capture point.
Ooh, and Misha gets taken out again, actually. This Mirage, Denchi really showing his full power level in this game. Hypnos going to be in a 1v2 yet again. That's not where you really want to be. Oh, I wonder if there's like some weird potential for a res. If there was some stability, maybe. If he had his like elite to go for some stability. Oh no, you got to be kidding me. That's crazy. They actually find the Sin's 1v9. I didn't even process it. As Sin eliminates the Mirage and the Conqueror falls.
Blue team grabbed a capture point.
Conqueror, yeah, nice dagger through. Yeah, super nice dagger through there from Hypnos. Finds that kill. That's going to be a cap again. We actually have a kill on Crannel as well. That's going to be another kill there. Denchi is back. Oh, but we need some node control. Bell 1v1 into Alex. Again, might be able to get some pressure going on there. Sin with the decap as well. Hypnos. Finding that node is super good. But, okay, yeah. Now, I actually like this aggressive play. We want to get something done here. Maybe try and force the top buff. Maybe try and pressure middle. But we need to see more. Oh, Denchi goes down again. Then there's no res here, right? No. No res from Crannel. Denchi goes down, that Mirage taken out. He's having a tough game, I have to say. Obviously has connected a couple of times onto those Necros, but Time, Fate, Karma, and of course, Caspi giving him absolutely no respite whatsoever. The Conqueror, dude, Caspi pushing this 1v1 seems insane to me. I respect it. Can he somehow kill this Toad? Oh, the Elite's up as well, but actually Time, Fate, Karma moves in. They go for the CC, they coordinate it. The Elite goes down, and Denchi's here as well. This is so risky for Red. They've got to disengage this, I think. They cannot possibly hook Ignius. Maybe Sin is going to go for a crazy re-engage onto Denchi. This is so scary. Can he somehow make this work? Shadows around, has nothing left. Ports in, no health left over on the Thief. The Distort comes through. The healing for Misha is massive. The Conqueror also in trouble. Time, Fate, Karma somehow holds on in this game, and Denchi is eliminated again. Nerves of steel from the Thief. Caspi gets the heal here as well. Very low on cooldowns. Distort use has another block. Maybe some peel here from Sin might be able to get this Mesmer out of here. No way. There's surely he can't turn that. He can't turn it. No, that would have been so disgusting if he got that. The banner comes through for the stomp. Honestly, maybe a little bit overkill there. They're terrified of somehow some crazy stuff happening here as well. Oh, sitting in a really rough spot as well. Has a shadow step. Can he somehow survive the situation? Getting chased down. Ports back. And you can actually Deadeye Mark here as well. Yeah, the new Deadeye Mark ports you if you're wielding a melee weapon. Some real mastery coming through there. Gets the Elite Steal as well. The Elite Stealth there as well. Has withdrawn. Now up 2. He's locked in, guys. Okay, he is fucking locked in, let me tell you that. But it's just, maybe it's just not quite enough. That's the issue. Like, the unbreakable wall, the defensive potential of the blue team, even with all of this, it just might not be enough to actually secure this game. Oh, yeah, this is bad as well. He's just so pressured. Yeah, could never really break combat and get a reset. And Denchi is going to eventually find that kill. Caspi kind of posturing against the engineer over here. $100-point advantage for blue. Sid now back into the mix. Lots of objectives up as well. So this does kind of slow the game down a little bit, right? Because now every team has to contest everything. I actually quite like the choice to actually just take the support out of the game here. For the red team, they just have more damage on the map to try and get kills. However, Oh, Mirage gets killed there. That's not good. Ooh, might be able to trade a Mirage kill, though. Would be good. And Support Warrior, not really available to go for that res. It's a bit of a risky bleed, but it's a spicy one, and I kind of like it. Like, Kranel doesn't have Banner either, so they can't really get Denchi. He's going to be out of the game for quite a while. If we see more kills come through, there could be some potential here. Hypnos is 1v1ing here. It seems to be doing, honestly, just fine. Like, we do have that Elite come through, but we have the stability here, so that does get a little bit denied. Does have to give up the node, though. However, Sin with a neutralization. Caspi going to grab middle at the same time. Denchi off the map will be respawning shortly. Blue team are going to be getting a node, though. That's not what Red want. Red need a bit more than this. If Hypnos could somehow win this 1v1, that's the kind of thing that they actually need here. Got to watch out for that Toad ability, though, but it's going to be very hard to actually win into Alex. Oh, if that spear forward landed, that would have been pretty tasty, actually. Not going to quite be the case, though. Well of power available if we need some Connicons or a stun break. It's going to have to be used. Could we land the Elite? Landing the Elite would be massive here. Don't know if we have... Oh, Denchi goes down again, actually, off respawn. Yeah, the Thief from Sind and Caspi. Find that kill again. If we could see a kill here, can we see a combo into the Fear? Stability used, though, so yeah, we can't really get anything done there. Yeah, so hard to get rid of this Toad. Might need a little bit of help to actually make that happen. Caspi, oh, wow, actually gets Lisa, my queen, eliminated as well. Could we maybe see a downstay, a bottom buff push here? No. Oh, good choice, actually, there by Caspi. I do like that. Don't waste the time. We need to get nodes. We need to prevent the altar from being captured, or at least deny the neutralization of middle. Or maybe try and get a node on the board over there. Oh, wait, Kranel actually gets... Oh, no. Oh, hold... Oh, whoa! We are actually getting into dangerous territory here now. It was fine until now, but that's a little bit scary. We do have the Vengeance come through here from Kranel, actually. I'm not really sure what his endgame was with that is, actually, to be honest. That's kind of gonna... I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. I guess wants to maybe try to secure this top buff here, or kind of like help the Mesmer deal with Bell. But now we actually have Hypnos getting this cap over here as well. We have Caspi. If Caspi could find a kill onto Alex, that would be incredibly terrifying for the blue team. Ooh, ooh. Hold on. Top buff actually found, by the way, into a double cap. Oh, dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. If Denchi dies again, we could be in danger. We need to figure out how we're handling this bottom buff here. We don't really want Bell and Misha here. Who's gonna... I think someone's gotta leave. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Bell, I think. Yeah, it is Bell. Sorry, I'm not been paying attention. Ooh, neutralization happened there, minimizing the effectiveness of that top buff. And the decap as well. 30 points in it. Things are getting a little bit spicy here. Who's going to fold over next, though? Ooh, are we going to see a kill on Kranel? We absolutely are. Again, that Thief and Mirage combo doing some insane work over there. Hypnos just holding his own, really doesn't want to give that node, obviously. Middle should get capped here as well at some point over there. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Sind actually finds it. Misha dies, but Denchi falls as well. He's being bled. Is he in range? I think the clone is. Is the clone in range? It's not. Surely not. There's no way. He gets it at the last second. Cleaves. Sind is 1v9 in this game. I don't believe this. His true power level. Hypnos, stand on the point, and he knows that's what he's got to do. That's all he has to do at this point, is stand here and don't die. Caspi maybe going to go for a contest. I don't think he can make it, but I'm not sure if it actually matters. The Tripuck. Oh, Kranel falls. Oh, no, I don't believe this. Double Reaper. I've got to say, this has been an insane outplay from the red team if they can win this. Hypnos does die, and that's not great. I'll be honest with you. Sin, is he going to go for the contest? Surely he can't make this happen. If he does this, this is the most insane 1v9 in history. He actually holds on. Misha arrives. The dynamic duo of Misha and Sin, can they be beaten? I'm not sure if they can. He is going to fall, but Misha is going to be able to hold on to this cap for a little bit. Oh, no, he does get decap. That's actually really bad. Oh, no. The decap comes through, and it does on middle as well. Oh, he went for the banner and didn't get it, unfortunately, and was also just barely off the node. That's a little bit spooky, but Cinder's now back in the mix. Buffs are coming up in a couple of moments. Once again, that's another threat there. Cinder's going to go for it. He just wants the decap. He knows if they can just prevent the point gain, they win the game. Nobody's contesting it. Caspi is down here on the top buff, though. Misha doesn't care. They're just going to concede it. They don't care. They know they just need to not give the buff here. Oh, yeah, Sin's not going to contest into the Amalgam's going to look for a kill on middle elsewhere. Instead, Caspi going to be back in the mix very soon. Oh, wait, Bell actually finds a kill on the Conqueror. Time Fate Karma eliminates the Conqueror. They confirm it. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, because they see the Warrior. They just go ahead and confirm it. And here comes Sind on the warpath looking for Denshi, potentially freeing up Misha once again, keeping this Mirage off the map. Oh, top buff is still going, though. They conceded it, and now they pay the price for that. Potentially, anyway. Misha, oh, Misha kind of comes back there. Like, I think they want to kind of commit to this or something. I'm not exactly sure what the plan here is exactly. Oh, actually, it's because the Amalgam is here, so they have to kind of have two players here to contest this. Can they make this work somehow? Oh, blue team might have managed to grab victory from the jaws of defeat. Sin goes down. There is a banner from Misha, but it's going to be, yeah, he has to stab first and then go into it. He should find it, but is it going to have, it's exactly even with one node a pop. It's exactly the same. A kill swings us. If Sin can kill Denshi, wait, Kranel is down. Bell finds the stomp. Middle node is being contested right now. Blue team cannot yield. They must not yield. This is a win state for red team as long as they do not yield this node. Misha won't get bottom buff. That's not going to happen. Blue team in a desperate situation for 90 points as Time Fate Karma threatens the decap here on the node. He pushes for it, and blue team, they can't do anything. I don't believe it. An almost unplayable composition. A kill finishes it, and Snowfall is not goated enough as Sin turns it up to 11. That's actually insane. Or I'm gonna lie, dude, red team, dude, red team outplayed blue so fucking hard there. It's actually crazy. And it feels a bit bad to say that, a little bit toxic, but holy shit. That, they should not have won that game. Holy, that is crazy. Like, Sind actually 1v9'd. Like, he actually 1v9'd there. That is absurd that they won that. No, Bell popped off as well. Bell is very good. I told you guys, Necro meta, Bell, Omega power. That is true, yeah, it's true, yeah. Bell essentially winning that 1v1 into the Conqueror was huge. Secured the game, right? That was like that was the end game, right? For sure. That was the killing blow from which there was no recovery. Well, it wasn't a 1v1 at the end. I know the thief came in, right? But like Bell, I think Bell was like 1v1 for a good amount of that time as well. Very impressive. Reaper can 1v1 to be fair, right? But yeah, like still tough, right? Into a very good elementalist. Wow. And I'll tell you what, I didn't expect this finals. It's going to be Bell. Team Bell versus Scythe. Scythe 1v9. I'm seriously, like, I'm gonna simp for Sind here a little bit, guys, okay? The guy is a fucking fiend, right? I don't think I know anyone who wants to win more than Sind. Seriously. I'm not sure if... I think he actually might want to win more than USA. Right? That actually might be true. And those guys love to win. Like, they are really competitive, right? Obviously, they're incredibly competitive. But I'm not sure there's anyone in Guild Wars 2 who has, like, the hunger for victory that Sind has. Brutal game. Absolutely brutal game. Double Reaper on Temple. No problem. Unbelievable. Okay. And here on the red team. Crocodile emoji. Oki on the Gale shot. Dra on the Amalgam. Dervlin. What's this? He's clipping into the wall. On support, Warrior. We'll have to see that. The Paragon. We have the Hybrid Rev from Lan. And then Scythe on the Riches. You can see the builds here, guys. They're all standard. I'm not leaking anything. These are all like very standard builds from all of these players. The Amalgam is in the mix. They also might do a bit of switcherooing, guys. Like they might be deceiving the opponents here. And on the blue team, it's going to be Bell on the Blood Bank Power Reaper with the Signets here. You can see this, like, very juicy in the team fight. Absolutely lethal in this situation. Relic of the Alliance there as well. Because, again, you want to be, obviously, you know, you chain these Signets together. Get more cooldown reduction. Get more Signets out. More damage, more boon removal, more lifesteal, all that kind of good stuff. Time Fate Karma. The unstoppable. The unstoppable Deadeye is sent on the Deadeye build. Might be a relog there from Scythe, actually. We'll see. Or it could just be a Life Force relog, actually. Hypnos on the other Reaper. Slightly different build. Bit more 1v1 oriented, right? Like with the dagger main hand, as you can see. With the Relic of the Twin Generals. You've got the Euro Weaklings. More stun breaks, basically. Well of power. But very similar approach, broadly speaking. Caspi on the Mirage. Bit of a specialty for Taspi. If he was on Taco Cat, that game would have been 500-0, by the way, guys. So, if they lose, we know why. And Misha, the Master of Disaster, logged in.
See that? Red team got a capture point.
Hypnos going for the far push. Listen, okay, you know, normally if I see a... Oh, no, sorry, not going for the far push. Just defending close, actually. He's getting pushed. Getting pushed by Dra and Crocodile emoji. A bit of a smaller map as well, kind of worth noting. Is pretty nice for SD Thief, right? Which, of course, Cinder's playing. You can teleport through the walls very effectively. So you can, like, zip around really, really fast. But it is a smaller map, right? Which does mean that, you know, tracking the Thief and the Mirage is going to be a bit easier. But look at this aggression. Pantheon under so much pressure here from that Thief and from that Mesmer. Here we go. Oh, we do actually have the Mirage dead. It's a double kill. Are we going to see the Stomp going through? He actually gets it as well. And the Mirage ports up. Beautiful gameplay there from blue team. And they're going to snowball that into another kill. No support for the red team as that kill is now secured onto Lan as well. And all of a sudden, things are not looking super fun for the red team here. However, Dra, obviously, stalwart. He's firmly secured on this node, on this Amalgam. And the Amalgam is going to be an issue, right? Like, we kind of saw that a little bit in the last game. More with the Toads rather than the Amalgam, actually. But certainly not an easy build to deal with there. But look at that CC. Disgusting CC from Hypnos. Finds the Stomp. As the Mesmer comes in. What am I watching right now, guys? The power... Blue is just activating now. That is absolutely crazy stuff. And Caspi once more, looking for another kill on that support. They want to get that off the board. Some good stealth there, allowing that Warrior to resustain a little bit. Ooh, but look at the killer instinct of Caspi. Wants to go in and finds it again. Blue team just finding these opportunities, finding these vulnerabilities in red. Just feeling like a little bit they're thrown off guard. They do still have the points advantage. Bear that in mind. They're going to neutralize middle here in a moment. Yeah, so blue Hypnos is going to grab that.
Cores installed.
But actually, Crocodile emoji is getting hunted down by the Thief, and I think that's just a dead Ranger. It absolutely is. And so is Dra. Blue team just finding these kills.
Just like that.
Can he somehow hold on? Has the elixir, but I don't think that's going to be enough. And blue team get the double cap now and 2 kills on the board. I don't believe this. And look at that Reaper stun. Look at the Reaper.
Cannon operational. Ready for targeting coordinates.
This is nuclear. This is a nuclear game.
Just like that, blue team takes a capture point.
Triple cap for Misha and Sind. Lan dead. Draw back, but immediately staggered it into a kill on the Revenant. Plague Scythe. Red is, I mean, yeah, Red is in big trouble. I mean, Red's triple capped. Sind's on the what? Scythe is over, I think. Oh, Pantheon's here, actually, to be fair. So maybe Scythe is not over just yet. But look, that fear! Oh, I don't believe it! Dude, Bell with the drive-by shows up. Sword 5, instant kill. And Pantheon now in trouble as well.
Red team wins
This
the
is
capture
brutal.
point.
A crisp sword 5.
Skyhammer
What the
calibrated.
fuck is this? Illegal maneuvers here from
Wins the
Pantheon.
capture point.
Red team get the cap there. Bit of a floating maneuver from the Paragon here. Okay, red team now restabilize a bit.
Got a capture point.
All right, okay. Draw now back in the mix. Going to be fighting off Hypnos. Crocodile emoji. Looking for an opportunity here. Ooh, Caspi getting sniped, but Misha is here. Misha is here. He has the banner. Very nice kiting there from Caspi. Disengages. Has to be a little bit careful of that Ranger, of course. But has faith, has trust in the Master of Disaster. Ooh, Pantheon getting bursted again. That Warrior is having a rough time this game. Time, fate, karma comes for us all. Blue team still with the edge here as well. Caspi pretty pressured though. Maybe not quite able to engage super well. Or Bell getting blasted. Misha has the res though. Oh,
Blue team
very
grabs the
nice
capture point.
stomp there. The counter banner from Pantheon. Let's see if red team can convert this. They're going to want to snowball. They're going to want to get more here. They want to deal with Sin. Sin down to 40% health. Dra actually starting to activate himself as well. His power level increases. Nearly finds the 1v2. But look, if we saw anything from Sin in the last game, he just makes it work.
Red
He
team
just
wins the
games.
capture point.
And it's going to be Plague Scythe who goes down over here, in fact. Lan not able to actually recover in time. And look at that Reaper. Another elite. Bell lands a vile elite skill with a brutal 4-second stun, securing a kill onto the Revenant there. Sin in a little bit of trouble, but actually is kind of okay, I think. Maybe even thinking about re-engaging here a little bit. Apply the bridge. Ooh! Just barely escapes there from the crocodile emoji.
Cannon operational.
And then actually engages directly onto the Warrior, realizes the Warrior is no threat. The mobility of this Deadeye is honestly second to none right now. Is Deadeye actually OP? Were the forums wrong? Oh, well, okay. Sin does, maybe not. As Sin does actually flop over there as the Revenant shows up and gets it done. And here Bell once again threatening. The Skyhammer has to face off against the Ritualist. Probably not super happy about that, especially now with Lan coming in. Has to be a little bit careful about that. And red team getting that double cap as well is pretty nice. They do have that map control. Oh, Crocodile emoji in trouble. Needs some support there. Does get that support, but Hypnos also looking to pump here as well with the Necromancer. Has to dodge, has to burn a dodge on that hammer. That's not where you want to be when you're against this much damage output coming up from the other team. Oh, Bell actually under pressure as well and does get taken out there by the Revenant. Time, fate, karma. I'm not really able to do much about that, unfortunately. Looking for maybe an opportunity to try to get some damage off or get a disengage. But Caspi gets caught as well. Oh, this is crazy. Misha powers up. He activates additional level found within. They're looking to prove no Boyce, no win wrong. Is Boyce redundant? Is Boyce of no value to Sid and Misha? We're about to find out. With a beautiful res. Draw really, he's got to get his heal. Oh, he finds it as well, just barely. And Time Fate Karma takes a beating. Oh, Misha actually, Caspi goes down, but Bald Misha goes for the stomp, and he gets it. The banner res is too low. The decision making from the Warrior is beautiful here. Recovering a really, really dangerous situation, but the points are starting to get a little bit scary here. As red do have that double cap. Draw just being such an annoying roadblock here on the middle node. Looks like red might be driven away from middle though, as they have a massive push surging forwards. Plague Scythe facing down Time Fate Karma and Fairy Court Bell at the same. That's scary stuff, guys. If you're being chased by Fairy Court Bell and Time Fate Karma, you're not having a good time. Crocodile emoji in so much trouble, but we actually have a kill coming through there from the Necromancer, and it's a little bit too much, and the Mirage is taken off the map. Crocodile emoji, if he can hold on and stabilize, maybe even find a kill into the Thief, this could be really, really disgusting. If Sin dies, we're in trouble for blue. He knows he's got to live. Shadow Step is up, Withdraw is up as well. He should be fine. But, ooh, I do like a very sneaky little movement over here from Plague side. Able to secure point A and get that capped as well. Oh, there's maybe just not enough map pressure. But look at these Reapers. Hypnos and Bell are just so powerful this game. Another stun combo comes through and secures a kill. Chill to the boat, guys. OP skill apparently. Busted ability. As it turns out, Plague Scythe looking to go for Hammer, I think, and leave Crocodile Mode. I mean, Crocodile Mode is going to have to give this up, that's for sure, at any rate there as well. Baal Misha just trying to stall point C being capped. I think Misha doesn't want to get trapped here for too long. He has to be very careful to not die as well. That could be very, very dangerous if that ends up happening there, because then there's no support on the map. Oh, we actually do have a kill onto Plague's side there, though, as that Mirage just doing so much damage. Red team do not want to give the hammer when they're so close to victory here. This is a crazy game. Are they going to concede it? They might go for it. Maybe the Rev can make it. No, they're just going to go ahead and give it, actually. They feel okay. They're just going to put Dra back on there, play it a little bit safe. They've got to survive until Scythe is back, though. Bear that in mind, guys. There is no Necromancer on the board for Red, and they've got to hold on. And actually, I think this is maybe a little bit aggressive here almost here, coming out from the Rev, and that's just going to be a kill secured there, just caught a little bit out of nowhere. Some decisive gameplay there coming through there. Very nice res though from the Spirit of Nature comes through, but Pantheon is going to fall. Can't res himself now. That res has already been used. Blue team finding that double cap. Can they find a counter kill? Yes, they actually can. They've got to cleave that though. Misha may have his res available. Doesn't rally the Warrior. The Warrior just wasn't able to get a hit for whatever reason. Is going to go for a self res here to basically just try and support the team to get them out of this desperate situation. Maybe could go for a banner if Crocodile Emoji ends up going into the downstate here at the same time. Dra holding firm. Oh, Sin in trouble. But bear in mind, Vengeance is going to run out. If Sin dies, he's going to rally, I think. He might rally. Oh, wait, no, he didn't rally, actually. From that's going to be a kill secured onto the Thief. Blue team with the double cap there. Can Red find a way to get rid of this Necromancer? They should be able to with the Crocodile Emoji now pushing in onto Hypnos. Middle, I think, seems to be fairly firmly in the grasp of the blue team. It's going to be a Necro 1v1 over there. Hypnos does fall, though, and the decap comes through, and Red team find themselves with a potentially game-winning edge in this matchup. Misha has to contest. He can't leave that. He cannot leave that, but that does leave Caspi dangerously exposed here on the map. Can he hold on until the team can be liberated there? Oh, Sin doing what he does, though. Finds that decap onto point C, but all nodes are neutral. One kill could end this. Oh, no, and it might be Bell falling that might signal the defeat. Wait, can Misha somehow get it? Where is he? He's going for it. Could he somehow? No, it cannot be. There's no way. No, okay, there isn't a way. Imagine if he got that. And I think Red team have done it. What a game. What a game. I'm afraid the old saying, no boys, no win, may hold true yet another time. And Spirit Blossom Dra, Crocodile Emoji, Pantheon Lan, and Plague Side, the two French prodigies, are going to secure this victory 501 to 432. Incredible. What an insane AT actually. Look, the Crown AT does not disappoint. Let me tell you that. And I've got to say, I really think Blue Team just played out of their minds. Like, that was insane. Like, the fact that they made this work with, in my opinion, a comp that is not very good. Like, no amalgam, like no real answer to Dra, or no effective answer to Dra, really. That game, and, you know, Bell and Hypnos just popping off on that Reaper the entire game. Caspian Sin, the kill squad, and the Master of Disaster, the Rock, the anchor, okay? The lighthouse, the light in the darkness for the blue team. But goodness me, that is absolutely insane. What a ridiculous AT. And obviously, a huge win. A huge win for the red team there. Snowfall, I imagine they were expecting to see Snowfall in those finals, I bet. I wonder if they were happy about this. You know, honestly, you never want to play against Sind and Misha. I feel like you never want to do that. Oh man, yeah, you never want to do that.